Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Completely Legitimate Business. Welcome, one and all, welcome. Before we go round and meet our lovely players once more, let's quickly go through some channel links. We have our social links there. Check out our Discord, our Twitter, and our YouTube. Discord for the community, Twitter for send me a DM and I'll get you a game. Just remember I'm doing it again. When I watched the rerun of this, I realised I actually don't like my natural voice. So hang on. There we go. Okay. Next up, we have a Patreon. Go and check out the Patreon, and you can support us over there for as little as $1 a month. Every dollar really counts, and we have managed to stay above our $500 goal. So thank you everyone for that support. It's incredibly appreciated, and yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're sticking around. We also have merchandise. If you'd like to get something, go and get a crest on your chest, then you can head over there to Redbubble and show your support. We also have sponsors. The most prominent today is Mage Hand Press, as we are playing their Dark Matter Alpha expansion for D&D 5e. The Dark Matter Alpha is a sci-fi expansion. Any sci-fi fandom you have, you can convert to this system and play D&D 5e in Battlestar Galactica, in Star Trek, Star Wars, anything you can think of. we're playing in space. We're playing with, well, Lindy will go through that, I'm sure. Next, we also have Bird and the Storm Publishing. Bird and the Storm Publishing are a publishing group who make content for D&D and other TTRPGs. We played their complete Clearing the Midnight Wield module over Christmas, and that is available on YouTube. Check it out. It's really worth it. It was a fun stream with brand new players as well, so easy to pick up. What else do we have? We have, panels. Below them in the panels, we have arasavad.com. We've got tabletoploot.com, and we have Arasavad, Tabletop Loot, ruink.com. Go and check out all of those. Every single one has a discount code where you can get between 10 and 15% discount on those websites. There is more coming as well. I'm speaking with people right now. There will be another panel within the week, I promise. We also have our artist panel down there. If you like the look of the poster and the overlay, Ambly does most of all that stuff. Do go and check out her art station and go and throw her some support. We have a tweet. Every 10 retweets will gift us a minor magical item from Lindy. So please head out, retweet, tell all your friends, and welcome to Dark Matter. Lindy, why don't I hand over to you? Why don't you introduce everyone? That worked really well last week.
Hi, I'm Laugh Love Lindy, and I shall be the Dungeon Master for this evening. I am super excited to get back into space and follow up with some completely legitimate business and get back with this fantastic cast and crew. So we're just gonna go around, say who we are and who we're playing. Let's start, when we look at the overlay, let's start with Speedy.
Hello, I'm Speedy. You can find me everywhere as Not So Speedruns. Today I am playing as Junker, our Vect mechanic, this scrapper robot, big hulky guy covered in rust, and loves jokes and making friends all across space. I unfortunately don't have the voice modulator that I had last time, because it's apparently a subscription thing that I only had a free trial for, and I didn't realize that before. So rest in peace, that voice. It's fine. Most people just thought it was a mic problem anyways.
We knew it was your voice, and it was beautiful. So, following up from our fantastic engineer mechanic for this ship, let's go back down to the muscle. Oh, no, we're going to go to the captain. I know this overlay. I need to look at the overlay now. Zoom. Hello, Captain Lysander Fox. Marcy.
Hi, my name is Marcy Vellon, and I am a Phantom role operator. I create content and stuff, but today I am playing Captain Lysander Fox, who is a half-djinn, half-gnome, starlight warlock captain of the completely legitimate, in which all of these people are in some form of her employ if she could only get them to do what they're told. So, yay.
It's hard with new crews sometimes. Just gotta get them in line.
Yeah, new captain too. I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't know what you're doing, but it's okay, because we do have someone who at least knows what they want, and I think that'd be our muscle, Ish.
Yes, hi, I'm Jordan, aka Sassy with Sander, and today I'm going to be playing Ish again, who is a near-human fighter. She's real feisty, and she likes to whack things. So,
Excellent. And last but most certainly not least, our pilot of the completely legitimate, Johnny Deep.
You can take that question mark off of pilot. I've done a wonderful job, thank you. Yeah, it's Johnny Deep. Not so lucky in space as I am in sea, but I'm just a seaman, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting rid of these manders. They gave me a bit of a headache, actually. I haven't told anyone else yet, but got in my head.
Excellent. It appears that the galaxies are not as kind as the seven seas to dear Johnny. However, I've thought about this before for previous D&D space. Now, before we get started with today's episode, I would actually like to do kind of a conjoined recap. So, would anybody like to kind of start off a recap of what happened last week in your space shenanigans?
I could do a recap in character, like a looking back.
Hey, that sounds awesome. Let's do a Johnny Deep in character recap. That sounds awesome.
All right, so there I was sitting in the pub, having a knees up, having a good old time. In comes my old mate, Lysander Fox, and says, "I've got a ship. Let's get out of here." And I thought they were under house arrest, but Who am I to argue? What the hell's a house arrest anyway? This is a planet. Let's get out of here. So we went along to the junkyard. Oh, no, that was it. We did buy all the ale in the place first. I do remember that. Not many people can remember stuff like that, buying all the ale in the place. It usually comes back to haunt them, but I remember it. We went over to the junkyard. We found Junker there, taking the ship apart, and I helped him put the ship back together. There were no negative repercussions about that whatsoever. It was very good the way I put the ship back together. Junker cannot sing. Ish turned up with all the booze, and we lost Ish, but then we found Ish again a little bit later on. I'm not really sure what happened to Ish, but at one point in the narrative, Ish was there. Then they weren't there. Then we were flying through space, and Ish was back again. So, happy days. Now, we took the barman's job to go and speak to Tommy Thumbs, or Tony Thumbs, or Tony Thumbs, or something like that. And he was mighty suspicious. But he seemed like an alright sort of bloke. So we agreed to do a job for him in which we went and took some manders, which were an acronym for drugs. And we took the drugs and we sold them. No, we bought them. We went and got them from this chap who was playing a guitar and had a shotgun. Do you know, I was trying to make him part of the crew. But it didn't work. Which is how I know things in space are different. It's how I know. He had a shotgun on me. I was a bit scared. Anyway, we got the manders. We all got high. And that's about the last thing I can remember. I woke up high as a kite. Still. Lysander, in my dream, was running around the ship naked. I don't know why. They were just running around naked in like a diaper or something. It was very strange. I might have some sort of issue I need to explore there. But, I don't think that actually happened, so I wasn't going to tell you about it, but something compelled me to tell you about it.
Erginus, I hate wearing clothing.
I would know that as a water genasi.
Yeah.
But makes the dream even stranger.
I also do not wear clothing.
Yeah, see? A lot of us don't wear clothes.
Oh, God. Well, they're telling me it wasn't a dream.
Clothes are pretty good, though.
Excellent. So, what Johnny doesn't remember is Junkar cautiously and quietly removing all of the manders from Johnny's room, including one that had been soaking in a full of alcohol. Kind of reconstituted them a little bit with the misty spray you need to keep them moist because they are salamanders. They need moisture. That one that was soaked in the alcohol bowl needed a little extra, but you think you got it back up, and you put them in some little cubbies. An elven ship hailed you guys after a little bit of being next to this kind of decrepit and abandoned looking yet apparently still active satellite in the outskirts of space, or at least the known systems, and used its little space tunnel. I think it's called an umbilical. I can't never remember that. Umbilicus, that's right. An umbilicus. I always want to call it an umbilical cord, and that's not the name, but it's very similar. So the umbilicus attached to your ship, and some sharply dressed elves in suits have just the doors opened, revealing them. They are carrying a briefcase with them, and I believe you guys lined up all the little manders.
Yeah.
Pudgy manders.
Lindy, I have something to tell you.
Yes.
I hadn't chosen my invocations last week, but I know them now, and one of them is going to be beast speech.
Okay.
So maybe they lined up so nicely because I was just like, no, here. Of course, the language in that tongue just sounds like.
Thank you very much as well to Michael Wayne, who donates a reroll and a D6 to the great Marcy Vellon. His words.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. So, I believe Captain Lysander Fox and Junkar were for sure in the cargo hold, with Johnny Deep kind of starting to come off as high a little bit, same as Ish. And you guys were stumbling out of your quarters as you felt the connection between the two ships take place. So, you two stumbly ones, what do you guys do as soon as you get out?
I look for the nearest bottle. Is there a bottle nearby?
No, they're at the wet bar.
Oh. I'll start the long crawl to the wet bar.
All right. So the wet bar is kind of like it's like the loft above the cargo hold as the bar. So you can just kind of start kind of like crawling out, and you see maybe you're still high. There's all these manders lined up in a row in the cargo hold, and
Oh no,
Captain.
no more manders, no more manders. No more manders. Just alcohol. That's what I need. Yes.
What about Ish?
Ish always, first time, at the first minute of every day of any kind of out-of-body experience, she's gonna find her hammer. Make sure it's not sticking out of a wall or anything.
Nope, it's good.
So I'm gonna pick it up. I'm very disoriented. Ish has never quite experienced this type of like
Hallucinations before?
Yeah, she's a little
Psychotropics?
concerned. She's seen some things and been some places, but not really. And so I feel like she's kind of stumbling, and as she walks through the hall, she's looking for everybody.
You see Johnny crawling along the floor.
Yeah, but her hammer's so heavy, she keeps on like running into walls because she's still a little out of it.
Oh no.
So you just hear clunk, clunk, clunk.
You bounce off the walls. Nice. So you guys hear this clunking coming down the hallway as this door opens. Junkar and Captain Lysander. And it's about 4 elves in suits. They also all have sunglasses. I feel like that should be made clear. They're very sharply dressed. And they come out and they see the Manders and they go, all right, I suppose these are the goods then. Maybe inspect them?
Of course. Go right ahead.
See, one of the guys kind of comes over and he has like a stethoscope tie. Like you thought it was a tie, but then he pulls it like out the sides and he puts it in his ears. And he puts it on and he checks out the Manders and looks at their eyes, their mouths, and he's got thick like rubber gloves on as he's doing this, as he doesn't want to get all mandered up while investigating things, making sure they're in good health. You notice he spends a little like extra time on one of them, like, is this one fully healthy? And you realize that's the one that was soaking the alcohol bowl, but thankfully you remisted them. So they all check out and they go, all right, the goods seem to be in order. Here's the payment that was requested. And you see he pulls up the briefcase and he kind of opens it up to like, show you guys. And inside is trade bars. These are basically untraceable currency that you guys, it's basically precious metals smelted into bars, which you can use at a lot of trade outposts, especially along the rim. You can use them, you can bring them to a bank on one of the more central planets, and they can deposit it or do a currency exchange. But these are basically untraceable. This is basically cash.
Can I do a quick scan of them to make sure it's legit?
Yeah, you may most certainly do. Give me like an investigation check. Unless you think a different skill would be more applicable.
Nope. Investigation is fine by me.
Right? These
So 22.
look to be legit. And you would guesstimate that there is about 500 gold worth.
The currency is legitimate.
Completely. And he closes it. We have a trade then?
Deal's a deal. Thank you.
All right, he'll hand the briefcase over, and they will collect the manders into like a little, like, it almost looks like a mini laundry basket, but it's got like this membranous kind of, they kind of like squishes out as they put them in there. It almost looks like a weird membranous plastic bag, but they seem to like it. They like calm down inside of it, like it's moist. And they carry them onto the ship. The doors close, and you feel the disconnect of the umbilical cord.
Oh. That was fun. Right?
Was it?
No, that was terrifying.
It seemed like a fairly smooth and legitimate business transaction.
Well, it was, It was that. And I'm gonna look around the corner to where Ish is. stumbling down.
Yeah, you see like Ish stumbling down, and Johnny is like grabbing a bottle from the wet bar at this point.
Welcome back to the land of the living. How you doing?
Where are they? Those
Where-
infernal creatures.
Oh, the Mandis?
Yeah,
they
I'm gonna
just-
smash them.
Oh, too late for that. They just left with a new home. Oh, no, please don't smash the product.
Fine. And she's gonna sit down crisscross applesauce.
Are you okay?
And she's not gonna talk to you. She's gonna turn all the way around.
Lysander, you
Facing
know,
the wall.
sometimes when you're in the air and you make yourself a little bit more like the air,
Yeah.
have you ever felt like you were turning into rocks?
Not really. That's a kind of a foreign concept to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then I started coming off of Manders, and I feel like I'm turning into rocks. It's pretty. I'm gonna try and consume as much liquid as possible to try and make myself less rocky. I think that seems to be the only solution. Saturation.
Of course. You could try, I don't know, water, maybe?
It's got a T E and an R in it.
Okay. That answers that question. All right. Well, I will set our coordinates back for Tony Thumbs? Or Tommy Thumbs?
Tommy thumbs. Yeah.
Tommy Thumbs. I have to remember it's like Tom Thumb
Yeah, it's
for some
yeah.
reason.
And this
Yeah,
time,
it is. It is like Tom Thumb. Yeah, you know, basically the.
He's got his thumb in a lot of
Feel for it.
pies.
Mm-hmm.
This time, let's buy some oven gloves.
We're done with the Manders for now. I mean, we can do that later.
Oh, is that not?
Get
we
some
don't.
actual
Do we not
gloves.
just go back and he says go and do it again, and we go and do it again? and then-
I mean, he might. I'm hoping to do other transactions as well.
what are you planning to do, Lysander?
I don't know yet. But it seems to me this payment that we just received isn't ours. And God help us if we try to take it. So let's get this back to our
Johnny
boss.
gives you a
Actually,
deadpan look.
It is.
It is ours.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he gave you half the payment up front for this job, which was
Okay.
fuel and supplies, and you would receive the other half upon delivery.
I see. I didn't.
So
okay.
this is yours.
Oh wow, where did he get paid? Well, okay, never mind. I was wrong about that. I guess we can do whatever we want, and I'm going to split it up evenly between us.
Okay.
Ish will turn around just to receive her amount. And then she will also look you dead in the eyes and say, "No more Manders." And she's going to turn back around and sit down crisscross applesauce.
I don't mind them doing any more Manders, but don't give me the money, Lysander. You know what happened the last time you gave me that much money.
What happened the last time I gave you that much money?
I can't remember. I'm missing about 2 weeks.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll hold on to it for you, and if you want it, just ask me, and maybe I'll say yes. You know. So, yeah.
Just
I'll-
like normal then. Perfect. Love it.
All right, I'll hold on to yours.
So everyone would get about 125 gold.
Nice.
Captain Lysander holding on to Johnny Deep's share. Pretty good for a payment.
Nice.
Junker, what are you going to do with your share? You said you don't drink, so I don't know what the hell you're going to do.
Well, I do need to upgrade my exterior plating as it has begun to degrade somewhat, especially after our underwater incursion.
Oh, that's what we should do. Are you going to fix yourself up, or do you want to, get taken to sort of a detailing shop to get some nicer materials, or what do you want to do? Maybe there's a...
Well, I'm capable of fixing myself. However, in order to do so, I would require some slightly stronger alloys than what is currently available on the ship. Accessing some sort of trade port would be useful.
Okay, yeah, let's go to a port.
Okay, so having reread the travel schematics, took me a couple reads through to get it because my brain's just been, I was super bogged down this week. It's been more free. So there are 3 different methods of traveling with your dark matter engine. The first one is if you're trying to get from fireplace to fireplace, you can do a maw jump. There's certain places called the maw, and they're basically like little interconnected things, and you just pop out, kind of like wormholes. The second one would be an assisted jump, meaning you have the spell Astronavigate, or you eat a roach. Those roaches are kind of the psychotropics that let you navigate really well, but they're very addictive. Third one is a blind jump, and that's kind of, wasn't really sure, so that's why I was having you guys make previously, but those are your 3 types of jump. A blind jump has a lot of risks, from being completely off course to having something terrible go wrong with the ship. You guys did pretty well last time around. However, I would like to ask you if you would like to do another blind jump, or I don't think you have any method of assisted jump at this point, or you could travel at your regular kind of cruising speed to a mob portal. And you basically go, it's pretty fast, so.
Well, where to? Are we going straight back to Tommy Farm, or are we going to ignore that for a bit? Johnny says, looking to his captain.
We can ignore it for a bit. I'm sure he'll contact us when he needs work done, or if we run out of money, we can contact him. One or the other. So yeah, let's head to a trade port.
A shopping trip.
Oh, shopping episode.
All right, are you gonna go to? You're just gonna. You can kind of like space Google, kind of see where like your nearest one is.
Spoogle.
You can spoogle.
Oh gosh.
And you can kind of see if there's one in your area, or would you like to go more towards the center of the galaxy, to where you know there's larger trade ports?
I don't see a reason why we can't just take our time. Move around the outskirts for a while, and definitely not because I have broken house arrest, so.
All right, so you're gonna just kind of put it in your spoogle coordinates and kind of just sublight speed it to a trade port. Yeah, you find one not too far away called Destiny's Landing. You'd be about a day's journey away at sublight speed, but it's safer than a maw jump, which could put you way off track. Or rather, not a maw jump, a blind jump.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay, so, who's driving the ship right now? Would it be, while Johnny rehydrates, is it Lysander, or is Johnny feeling able to?
Gosh, you know, Ish, I would let you drive the ship, but you're still coming down off of Manda's, so I guess
Johnny
I'm gonna have to drive
will
the ship.
stagger towards the wheel until Lysander stops him.
Yeah, no, hold on. Maybe when you're a bit less mandered.
What? No, this is my sea legs. We're all right. The sea's not usually everywhere, I must admit, but at the moment.
Yeah. Let's do this tomorrow. You go rest. All right.
Rest. All right. Yeah, it's a new one. All right. Rest. Rest.
Yeah. It's good. It's like what the captain does when everybody else is doing work, right? Just go rest. Maybe Junker can help me with like piloting and stuff. We'll have some wholesome robot times up front.
Me and Ish, we'll go and figure out what resting is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ish is going to pretend like she's following Johnny, but really she's gonna go find the pantry.
Okay, munchies. Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Plenty of rations, and you actually did get a lot of frozen pizza, so you could probably eat a whole pizza.
Yes. Pizza, but I'm not sharing.
Okay. Just make this pizza and you like squirrel it away to your room. You're just like, squirrel it away. Johnny tries to figure out how to rest, and you guys are traveling through I would like those two in the cockpit to give me perception checks as you guys are piloting the ship along.
Oh,
Nat 20.
right, we're using roll 20. Boop boop.
Boop, boop. Nat 20. Okay. Well, that makes things easy. You definitely spot something. So, it's whether Captain Lysander Fox sees it as well or not.
I got a 17.
17? Yeah, you would both spot it. Junkar, you heard it. You saw it before you heard it. So on one of your sensors on the dashboard of the spaceship, of the completely legitimate, there is kind of like a little radar thingy on there. And on it, you see on the very edge, you saw it dot, and then you hear some static crackling through the radio. Help. Stranded. SOS. And it just keeps repeating.
We seem to have encountered a distress signal.
Hmm.
They are interfering with our navigation. We should perhaps help them.
Sure, if that's the sort of altruistic backing you want to give that, sure. It's
I mean, the decision is yours, Captain.
yeah, of course. No, let's go check it out. Maybe they can pay us or something.
Indeed.
All right, so you deviate course a little bit to go towards this blip on your radar. You get closer to the blip and you can start see within visual range now. There is a small spaceship, not too large, about your size spaceship, kind of just listing in space. As it kind of like slowly kind of just rolls. You can see it on the side. It says the Dawn Star.
Listing lazily to the left. That's a famous evasion maneuver from Star Wars.
Huh.
Allow me to scan it for signs of life.
Please do.
For signs
Has
of
the
life.
ship slowed down at all? Can we notice?
You can't really notice as there's
Okay.
not a lot of friction in space to feel the unless you can feel if it's a big rush, but that's about it. Like you guys are just kind of cruising up to it.
Yeah, it's not like Fox would keep that a secret. Like
Yeah.
we're making a slight detour. We've gotten an SOS.
If you look out your little porthole window, you would be able to see. You guys are slowing down though. It'd be
Ish is going to come out of her room holding a slice of pizza with her mouth full and like crumbs everywhere and be like,
This is your captain speaking. We're making a slight detour.
What the bloody hell is that?
I didn't sign up for detours.
Why is
What's
the
a
captain?
detour?
Why is the captain being so nice? You're supposed to shout at your crew, aren't you? And go and do stuff. Call them landlubbers and all that sort of shit. I learned from the
How do you
best.
need pizza?
Hey.
Ish is gonna hand her pizza to you.
I can't actually remember the last time Johnny ate, Lindy.
Yeah, he's probably hungry.
No, I mean ever.
Ever? Yeah.
Like-
I'm pretty sure he ate at that goblin party or the.
oh yeah, he won the pie eating
gremlin
contest.
party.
He does
Yeah.
indeed understand eating pizza, and he'll just
Yeah,
start
he won
idly eating
the
it.
pie eating contest. This is a pizza pie.
All right, I suppose. Could use a bit more filling. Johnny's gonna walk up to the speaker and shout into it. So what are we detouring for, Captain? This
You
is
hear him yelling from down the hall, but not.
yeah. I'm just gonna reach over and
You gotta just push the
open
button.
the door and look outside of it at him, and then press the intercom again. We've received an SOS. We're going to go check it out. They appear to be stranded.
Are we getting paid?
Oh, we'll see. They might have salvageable parts from the ship that we can take. So,
All right. So your ship, while you can't scan complete planets with your scanners, they're somewhat they're older technology. You can scan this ship. So I would like Junkar, if you're doing that, just give me like an intelligence check, and we'll say you're proficient with the scanners. It's not.
Yeah. Can
That far
I
off
can
the
use the
left.
skill technology.
Yes, you can. Please use your technology skill.
That is a 20.
You scan it, and there are no life signals on board this ship.
Not detecting any signs of life. It seems that if there was anyone there, they have likely perished on board.
If there's no signs of life, we should. I'm gonna look at the ship. I'd like to see if I can remember anything like ominous that my uncle would have told me over the years of like things to look out for in space and what's an obvious trap.
He would have told you that sometimes like things can be kind of dangerous on the rim, but it's also the best place to do salvage, as sometimes you'll hit dead magic zones and ships don't get out of there, and it's just ripe for the picking if it hasn't been picked over already. Some of them are traps, but generally if it's a trap, there's signs of other spaceships in the area waiting to kind of jump at you guys, or you would notice it when you're trying to board. It would be like an explosive on the door or some kind of thing.
Okay. I'll relay that to Junkar.
If it is a dead magic zone, I would recommend not entering the area. Our ship would also remain dead in the black.
Nope, you have a gnomish designed ship. Gnomish, your ship would operate just fine in a dead magic zone.
It's half
Do I
gnome,
operate
just
on
like
that?
me.
No, I would say you have a soul, so you do not operate on that.
Okay, great. Souls are magic. Okay, well, this ship is capable of navigating dead magic zones. It would be potentially a safe haul for us. The fact that if it were a dead magic zone, it's likely why this has not been salvaged yet, as many ships would be unable to.
Okay. Well, that's good enough for me, I think. Let's go do some salvaging. What's the equivalent of dropping anchor?
You would have the it's not the umbracle. I'm gonna keep butchering the name every time. You would basically
stationary thrusters.
Yeah, you would use your docking thrusters, and you would position yourself next to it, and you would connect to its docking port. However, you would probably trigger the airlock on, because if everyone's dead, there might not be any atmosphere, so you'd probably want to put on spacesuits before going over.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Although I don't necessarily need that. Other people will, though.
Yeah. It's more for the temperature and the coldness of space.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I just bundle up. I just put on a ski hat and gloves.
You're like, I don't need to talk, or I just bundle up real good.
Yeah. Blood spoiling in my skin. Nah, it's fine. It goes away eventually.
It goes away. Junkar wouldn't need a spacesuit, as he doesn't breathe. So, and temperature doesn't really affect him.
Yeah. Ish and Johnny need spacesuits. We have spacesuits on board.
Yeah, there'd be a few standard issue spacesuits. There'd be enough for you three. There's probably four of them on board.
I just stuffed Junkar into another one. It's too small for his chassis.
He doesn't
It
need
is
it.
unnecessary.
All right. We're going to go over and salvage. Are you up for the trip, Mr. Deepenish?
Hey, a trip! Yes, what are we boarding? What will we be fighting? I'm going to draw my laser sword.
I don't know. Hopefully
It's just
not.
gonna immediately defensively grab her hammer and back away.
I can't remember the last time I used a sword. I'm going to put the sword away.
There are no signs of life on this ship. You should not have to fight anything.
No new friends on the ship. That's a shame, isn't it?
No fighting!
Wait, do robots give off signs of life?
That's an excellent question. I'm gonna say for signs of life, it would be scanning for heat and like body signatures, and so I'm gonna say for this purpose, probably not.
Okay,
But I will double check and have a definite answer for you next week. I just don't know where in the PDF that would be.
that's fair. Okay.
'Cause they don't
but yeah.
really breathe and they don't really have a heartbeat, so they're much more mechanical and physical operations. So
Oh, now that we're closer, can we make out anything else from that distress signal? Is there any information coming from it, or is it just a loop?
it's just a loop.
Okay.
It gets less staticky and crackly. It sounds like someone very tired being help, stranded, SOS, help, stranded, SOS.
Does not sound like a robot, so we can assume that it was humanoids making this call for help, and that they have likely perished. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that magic stones probably knock out the life support system. Okay, let's suit up. Well, not you. You don't need one. But I'm going to just, I guess, open up the doors for the spacesuits and let everyone put their own on. What kind of gaudy, ugly color are these spacesuits?
They're kind of orange.
Okay.
It's funny, I was thinking orange too.
They're orange with like blue trimming.
Johnny's gonna walk up to his spacesuit and he's going to pour into it. Like through the front. He's just gonna put his head in, he's just gonna pour in, then pick up the lace afterwards and just put it back on underneath the helmet. There we go.
That's terrifying.
Spacesuits.
Ish
Why
is
is-
gonna watch this and be very concerned. Look at her spacesuit, look back at Johnny, and then slowly step in one foot at a time, making eye contact.
Everything alright?
I am, I think.
Put on mine as well. I don't need an oxygen tank though, so I'll take that off. Leave that here.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need that. Might as well save it for someone who could use it in the future.
Yep.
So, you just hold your breath, and you can hold indefinitely as long as you don't do too much talking. So, you guys are able to board this ship. The door is closed. It doesn't open as a part of the automatic docking procedure. You guys have to manually open it. It seems that this the ship is operating on very low power. So the manual, like the automatic door opening, is not opening automatically. You'll have to open it yourselves. All right, you want to open that?
Ish has got it.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Okie day.
As things are weightless in space because there's no gravity. However, it's more you gotta shove the metal wedge between the other metal wedge. So the 22, you have no problems. So there's no sound in space, so it's just as it opens up and you're able to look inside this ship. The other ship appears that the gravity, the artificial gravity field is not working as things are kind of just floating around. And only the emergency lights on like certain sections of the hallway and the ceilings are turned on.
I'll head straight towards the engine room.
Okay. So you're gonna head straight towards the engine room. Yeah, you'd probably know where it is. You're very familiar with a lot of spaceships. So you go towards the engine room, which you know is you gotta go down below a deck. This is a dwarven vessel. And so they're a lot of layers. It's kind of blocky and compact, but you'd assume this vessel has probably about 6 levels. So they're just not very long, more compact. So you go down a level. Is anybody else going with him, or are you guys going someplace else?
I think I'll look for the living quarters, mess room.
Okay. Sure thing.
Ish is
Lysander.
gonna stick with Captain.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain's going to go to find the captain's chambers, see what kind of nice stuff they kept in there,
Okay.
if anything.
Sure. So you guys kind of came in on like the middle level. You would assume the captain's chambers are probably up closer to the quarterdeck. And then the engineering room is going to be below level. And Johnny, you're just kind of wandering looking for the mess area. You're not really sure where.
I like to think I can smell rum from 60 yards.
It's so weird. You're like smelling for it, and it's just you smell rum, but it doesn't smell like anything different than what's like already on your breath because the air in your suit's just recycled. Yeah, that's great.
Also, we've hit 16. We've hit 10 retweets. We've smashed it. We're on 16. Thank you for
Ooh.
pointing that out, chat. I was making sure my bird had spells.
Excellent. Well, let's roll a d4 to see who gets a fancy schmancy thingamajigger. We'll go with 1 Scrat, 2 Sassy, 3 Speedy, 4 Mercy. And it's Speedy! Speedy, would you please be so kind as to roll me a 1d100?
I've only just noticed that a handle. I'm gonna scroll back. Your friendly neighborhood antagonist. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So what number did you get?
21.
21. Okay. Excellent.
Good job.
So while like you're getting down to the engineer's quarters, you kind of see there is like a steel bat near the entrance to the engineering room. It's used for a popular sport called siege ball. Find a siege ball bat. It's made out of steel. It's very lightweight, and this one looks like it's autographed.
Interesting. A piece of memorabilia. I will
Yes.
keep this with me. Add it to my collection.
Lovely. All right. So let's just start with Junkar since he's the one who got the trinket. Might as well just stay with him for a moment. So you kind of pick this up and you see that the engine room door is open. Inside, you see that the engines are they're not really working. This apparently would be a dead magic zone. However, there are 2 corpses in here. They are wearing typical. They're appear to be dwarven corpses as they're kind of shorter, a little stockier in the frames, but it appears that the cold and no gravity and just dry atmosphere of space has shriveled them up. So that way they are just gaunt and their skin is cracked. They're pretty shriveled and they're just kind of floating next to the engine room. One of them has like a kind of like a couple badges on them. You would guess this is his rank, as it's on a specific part, as the other one has the same, but like a couple less.
Do the insignia mean anything to me besides like rank on a ship? Are they part of like an organization or something?
Give me a history check. Let's see.
14?
14, yeah. You would see that these people are from Nilfhall. It is one of the planets in the Dwarven Conclave. This is part of the Nilfhall fleet. You're not quite sure what kind of military operation would be doing out here, but you're not too far away from the Dwarven Conclave of space.
But this is a military operation.
Yes, you would assume so. Whether it's exploration or weaponry, you're not sure, but they appear to be military in rank and insignia.
I'll relay that over comms.
Just look spacesuit comms.
I will take glances at the 2 shriveled dwarves and then go to analyze the engine and any parts around here that would be good to salvage.
Okay. Do you have like a mechanical repair roll?
I have crafting.
Crafting? Yeah, give me just a crafting check to see what you're able to salvage.
I'm at 20.
So you assume you're not. This ship's been here for quite some time, But because it wasn't injured in battle or anything, a lot of the parts are in pristine condition. You think that these would sell for quite a pretty penny to the right people, the right buyers. However, as you start to kind of like look at things and make some not noise, but move stuff around the room, you think you see one of the corpses twitch. And that's when we're gonna cut over to Captain Lysander and Ish. You guys were going up a level to the second level.
This is definitely okay. Nothing is wrong. Just singing my song. Okay. Gonna I don't know, spacewalk down this hallway.
Yeah, you can activate the magnets in the bottom of your boots.
Oh, cool.
Kind of through the hallways rather than just kind of push your way off of stuff.
I'm an air Ganassi. I think I'm.
You probably enjoy the pushing.
I do enjoy the
Ish
pushing.
might not. Ish might have the magnets turned on so she can clomp around.
She's gonna do the magnets, anything to feel like she's not in space. But she's also going to be following Captain pretty closely. She's not like super on guard, but she sees herself as the bodyguard. So she's kind of she's got her eyes open and she's intrigued.
Excellent. So you were looking for the captain's quarters of this vessel? All right. Yeah, you're able to get up to the bridge, which is just one level up. You're guessing it's more engineering and kind of crew quarters on the top floors, maybe some recreational facilities. And you find the bridge. There's some, you see the same kind of desiccated, shriveled, dried, cracked corpse skin of these corpses. Kind of like some of them are still in their chairs at their post, where you imagine they may have just waited it out there. And you see that they're do you read Dwarven at all?
Me, I don't think I do.
Okay.
I have Primordial. Thieves can't, and whatever the version is of Common in this.
Okay, yeah, Common. So yeah, a lot of their like outputs and stuff. You see like one guy is kind of on the bridge and his hand was near where you would assume, even though you can't read the display screen, it's kind of flickering and you can faintly hear that static crackle. You're guessing he was hit the SOS button. But usually the captain's quarters is not too far away from the bridge, so there's a couple of doors to the right and left of the bridge that might be the captain's quarters. So you go to the left or to the right?
I guess we'll go right. Starboard.
Okay, so starboard. All right, so you open the starboard side, and you would assume that this is indeed the captain's quarters. You see that there is another dried corpse. This one's just kind of floating in the room, as it didn't have any seatbelts or anything to strap itself onto. As you're guessing, in order to keep life support going, they cut the gravity pretty early. This one's floating around. He's got something clutched in his hands. He can't quite tell what it is, though. Maybe some kind of data pad.
Okay.
And he seems to have like a bunch of little placards on him, which assumes the rank of captain. And he's got like two on this side as well.
Okay, great. I'm gonna search the room for a footlocker.
All right, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Keep reaching for real dice. I keep forgetting about roll 20.
Good. Ish, are you looking around for anything as well, or are you just keeping your eyes open?
How close in proximity is the floating shriveled man to me? Sorry.
The captain's quarters is pretty spacious, being the captain's quarters and all. So probably 15 feet away, 10, 15 feet.
So I feel like Ish is definitely gonna keep her eye on it because she's been taught never to let anything go behind her back, no matter what. But she's gonna keep that radius and just kind of walk around and look. She's not looking for anything in particular.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that
But
case, I would
she's
like
curious.
you to make me a perception check because you're keeping awares. With a 10 investigation, yeah, you find what you would imagine to be the footlocker. It's not very hard. It's usually right underneath the bed, and there's usually, captain's beds.
Nice.
There's a bunch of drawers there you can open up. A lot of it appears to be personal belongings like clothing, extra uniforms. But in one of them you find like a small lockbox. Yeah, it's just floating up.
Great
It's
Gatsby, just
so satisfying.
clothes everywhere.
You find a small lockbox.
Awesome. I will, take
And
that.
you don't hear anything. Ish. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything.
It's probably fine.
So, you don't notice anything. Johnny, you stayed on the third level, the mid level.
Yeah, that's right.
You're looking for the mess hall. You were able to find the mess hall, as generally it's very important in dwarven culture too. When you have guests over, you get food and drinks. So you would want that pretty close to the docking station. So you're no problems, easily able to find the mess hall. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be much intact food or rations. You see that this vessel also kind of has a wet bar of sorts, although this one's much shorter as it was built to accommodate dwarven height. You see that there are several, I'd say about 2, maybe 3 corpses kind of floating around in here.
Hello,
And
mates.
they just, like, a couple of them, like one of them has a bottle just kind of like hanging out of its mouth.
Is
The
there
other one,
anything in
like,
the bottle?
no, it appears to be empty.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's another one like behind the bar, kind of just floating around. And then the third one is kind of floating between this room and, excuse me, and the next, like they have a pool table, but all the cues and balls are just floating around in there.
Oh, brilliant. Right, well, first important note, I haven't turned on my magnets.
Okay.
I'm propelling myself around using my arms. It feels a bit more like swimming. I'm more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I'd like to look for is the old drinks cabinet. The one that no one touches. The one with the old bottles at
the
back,
fancy stuff. Yeah.
You know.
So, give me an investigation check as you look for the secret stash.
Well, I'm not very good at investigation. I suppose things usually just fall in my hands.
So, it doesn't take you, it's more like you're gonna find the secret stash because you know what you're looking for, but it's how long it takes you to find the secret stash.
If it's going to take me too long, I won't bother. Instead, I'm quite interested in all the balls floating above the ball table. What I'd like to do is go and take the cue, and I want to try and play 3D pool. And hit the cue ball so it knocks the black into a pocket.
Okay.
Like 3D style, so boom.
You actually are able to find, because it's a 12, it's not like it's hard for you to find it. It takes you a couple minutes, you find the secret stash, and it actually looks like that one got cleared out. However, you are able to find a bottle of, cheaper vodka or something?
Lloyd's
it's
vodka,
clear,
what's that?
which means it's probably pretty strong.
Hey! Brilliant, I will put that... Oh, do spacesuits have packs?
They have pockets for sure, because you have to be able to carry tools and supplies and stuff with you. You wouldn't want them floating off into...
Well, then I'll put it in my pocket then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, now onto this trick shot.
Imagine spacesuits have cargo pants, with really big pockets, and they're all velcroed completely across. So you just keep stuff in there. Yeah, go play some 3D pool. So you kind of go past the corpses, and yeah, you're able to.
I'll grab one corpse by the hand and bring him along with me. I don't want to play pool on my own.
Okay, so you got the alcohol, you put it in your pocket, and you grab the horse by the hand because you don't want to play pool alone. And as you grab over to the pool table, the corpse's hand grabs back.
Hello, mate.
And the corpse's hand grabs back, and you see its eyes open, but there's no eyes anymore, as eyes are a lot of moisture, so there's just empty sockets. And its mouth opens and it reaches out towards you in a very zombie-like fashion.
Oh.
does not appear to be friendly.
Ah, they never do at first.
So, Junker, we're just gonna pan back real quick as he's like, "Oh, hi there." I don't think Johnny probably knows how to turn his comms, like, on and off, so you guys probably just turned it on and left it on for him. So you kind of hear, "Oh, hi there," and you hear that, Junker, and you look, you're like, kind of like, look up, and you see that the corpse that may have twitched is like definitely moving and is crawling and pulling itself towards you.
I think we may have a problem. These are not quite dead,
So
and
you
they
get that,
seem unfriendly.
you get that coming through your comms, Lysander and Ish, and that's when you notice Ish. You kind of turn around. The guy whose hand was on the SOS button, he has, he wasn't strapped in. He's kind of crawled himself and pulled himself up behind you guys, and the former captain of the ship's hand is like twitching more, and it's starting to open. As it opens its just empty eye sockets towards you guys. And I would like,
Sorry.
I just like everybody to roll initiative. But how does Ish respond to this?
I thought you'd never ask.
She is gonna immediately say nope and run to wherever the captain is.
All right.
She doesn't do
I
these.
forgot to get the
things.
initiative tracker open, but that's okay. I got this. Boop. Johnny. Shinker. I can't even spell, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Ish.
It's
Nice.
Junior.
Junior.
It's my son's name.
Junar.
All right.
Let me tell you all of the jokes so that you will make friends.
So Johnny, with that natural 20 initiative. All right. 8. We got 14. Next time I'll actually remember to have this open. And then the husks, let's see what they get. Oh, they're not very dexterous. $13 as well. So let's just say they go last.
Okay.
Oh, well, besides Junker. So, Johnny, this corpse is grabbed back. And it seems that the other two that were inside the bar area are kind of twitching and coming to life as well.
Right. Well, easy. Brilliant. He's awake. He wants to play pool. I'm going to grab the pool cue and try and put it in his hands in place of my own hands, freeing myself.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have you grappled or anything yet, so you give him the pool cue. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I might as well have a shot, mightn't I? I'll start playing pool. I'll walk around to the other side of the table quite calmly. I say walk. Float around to the other side of the table. I will take the opposite pool cue, and I would like to try and pot the black ball as I previously requested.
Excellent.
He seems friendly enough, you know.
Sure, definitely does. And we'll move on from Johnny then to Ish. She got
Okay. Whew.
Seems like they're moving and they're dead or they're undead. Not sure.
She does not. This is not her scene. Like aliens, robots, people come at her, dead things. No. So she is going to back up as far as she can go. She is slightly intimidated.
Back up
which is
into
very
the captain's
unusual.
quarters or into the hall?
Which way did Lysander go?
Lysander's in the captain's quarters.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna back up into the captain's
Okay.
quarters.
There's only one dead guy in there. That's the captain.
Mhm.
Do I see that? I'm like backing up with my back to the door. Do I see that dead guy too?
Yeah, you'd probably notice it. Unless you want to just bump into him, because that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, I feel like she's so focused on these two that are in front of her, she is going to bump into him.
Bump into him, yeah. You bump into him, and the thing bumps back.
And her eyes are just gonna get huge, and she's gonna turn around. Lysander, is that you?
It's not. You turn around and look straight in the face of the dead dwarven captain.
And she's gonna hit it.
Excellent. Give me that attack roll.
Awesome sauce. Remind me, I can just click on that
Yep.
weapon, right?
Yeah, you can. All right, and a natural one. Unfortunately,
We don't talk about it.
that does not hit. You're so startled, you just kind of give a wild swing and kind of take a couple steps back. Not expecting it. Scared you. It's completely understandable and it happens. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Besides panic, no, I think I'm good.
Okay. Awesome. Captain Lysander, it's just panicking. You got some dead guys.
Oh gosh. Okay. Beautiful. I'm just gonna set this lockbox in the air for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Just
It just starts to kind of slowly drift.
and I am going to produce a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And why not? I will Nova. I will use the power within myself as a bonus action to do Nova damage to myself, but then I add a d6 onto. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Why do you do this to me, sheet? Oh, I guess I should roll it in the d20. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, if you want to use real dice, you can. You know,
okay.
we're not mandatory
just-
roll 20 here. So if you want,
I was
to.
just doing this on things. Let's see here. So I take 4 damage
Okay.
from my Nova, and then I'm going to lob this dagger at this captain.
Excellent.
All right. And whoop. Nice. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Excellent. That will deal a double damage then.
Awesome. Okay, so it's gonna be
If you just
If I
click the
hit-
word dagger in the chat, it'll roll the damage dice for you.
yes, 7 plus 2 piercing, and then I get a d6 for sneak attack, so that's 2 d6, and then I get a d6 for the Nova, which should be 2 d6 as well.
Excellent.
So
Yeah, because
add
you've got
on-
Ish within 5 feet, so it's perfect.
And another 16 damage on top of that, and
Nice.
2 of those would be radiant damage.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference for you.
It doesn't appear to make a difference.
Okay, that's fine.
But so, gosh, how much was that total? That's a lot.
In total, that was
16.
20.
25.
Yeah, 25 damage.
All right. This captain looks real bad. He doesn't look good at all. He looks, I mean, he didn't look good before because he was dead, but he looks even worse now. You basically ripped an arm off of him and like carved a giant like gash down his front side, ripping into his brittle bones, and like his skin is almost like paper thin from the effects of space and zero gravity.
Whew.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's all of my action economy right there. That's my turn.
Excellent. All right, the husks are going to go now. We're gonna start with let's start with Johnny, since he's trying to play pool with one of them. However, this is kind of this is not an intelligent creature, and it doesn't have a brain because it's all rotted away into space. So it's gonna try to attack Johnny with the pool cue, which will probably do less damage than a basic slam attack, but he's still gonna try to hit him. So we're gonna go do. Oh, and he has multi-attack, so.
Lovely.
Right, boop. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, natural 1 misses, so you're only gonna take 1 hit from this pool cue.
No, the balls!
Oh, the balls. Excellent.
You're supposed to hit the balls, come on! You're in the holes!
Gonna just went for like a stabbing motion towards you. You're gonna take, as it's not his full slam. Oop. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you.
All right. So we are going to the other two that were in the bar, because you're in the pool room, they're just gonna spend their time trying to crawl towards you. From there, we're gonna move up to the captain and the other two crew members who are kind of crawling their way in. The captain is going to try to swing at the other captain versus captain, because Captain Lysander was just not what he wanted to see, and he's a little tougher than his crew members, because you don't get to be captain for nothing.
I'm very glowy right now.
Excellent. Does a 15 hit you?
Let's check. I believe the answer to that is yes.
Okay. Oh, no, 24 will definitely hit.
Yes. Yeah, that's a true statement right there.
Okay.
But also I'm going to snap back at him with a hellish rebuke as well.
Excellent. Roll me that. I think
he actually needs to make a
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, he's great at that. All
That's
right.
okay. Half damage is still pretty okay.
Oh yeah.
He's not great at that.
That's a 6. I don't think he
Oh
passes.
yeah, that's 2d10 damage to him, and it's fire. I don't know if that makes a difference, because in space, what you really want is fire damage happening.
Yes, definitely.
A lot of people will tell you want a lot of different things, but let me tell you, it is fire damage.
So roll me that.
How are you
2
serious?
points.
Oh my god.
Fire damage.
No.
Which he
Eric.
takes the full amount.
Eric's back. I spoke too soon.
You get the feeling that if it had done like 3 more points of damage, he wouldn't be standing right now.
I maximum effort.
But he kind of threw you off as yeah, he's gonna hit you. You're gonna take this much damage. 4 and then another 7 as his 2. He just hits twice with his fist. He was gonna make 2 fist attacks, but he lost an arm, so it's just a front hand and a back hand. The other 2 kind of crew members are going to try to attack Ish. Oh, dude. Oh, I got this one. I copy pasted this one. I don't think a 7 hits you.
No.
Or a 6. So 1 completely misses. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right. So all 4 of their attacks miss. The 2 are just kind of like they haven't quite figured out how to husk yet. Last but not least, we got the 2 husks with the Junkar. And they're gonna try to come at you and attack you, Junker. I don't think a 6 hits. But I think a 23 will.
Yeah.
16?
That just hits.
Okay. 14?
Does
So that
not.
would miss. Okay, so you get 2 attacks. I'm gonna take this much damage. It'll roll for me. Alright. Come on. Sorry, I can't work a keyboard apparently. Take that much bludgeoning damage, so 7.
Okay.
All right, that's your turn, Junkar. As these 2, like, each got a good swing on you.
Great. I'm gonna try and like kind of go around them, not leaving their range, but heading towards the door back out of here.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to from either side on my legs, you see his metal hands just sort of grip the sides and then pull out just taking off strips of metal that were inside of his legs, lift them up, and then reform them together in front of him. And as he does so, you see what has formed is basically a wide cannon, and a blue light is starting to glow inside. As I am firing my ion cannon at one of them.
Awesome. Roll that up for
And-
me.
Wow. How does golden for me?
That's a 22 to hit.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit him.
Thank
And
you
it's
very much
the-
to Grant Ellis, who donates for a reroll for everyone. Thank you.
Lily Grant. All right. Let's see this damage. It's 2d8, which is the one on the right, which is lower. So 7 damage.
7 damage. Perfect. So they don't look like they liked that very much, as it just the light shines out from your ion cannon, and you see parts of their skin that's just, again, just paper thin is just whisked away, and now it's just kind of skeletal structure and stringy old ligaments and muscle. It's barely keeping these guys together. It's
You know
all
what? That did not add the other. It didn't add my modifier bonus to it, so that should
Okay.
actually be that should be 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, perfect. Yeah, they look pretty rough. If they had blood
It's
in
just
them,
on one of them.
if it hadn't all boiled out, oh yeah, if it had all been boiled out, he'd look like he was bloodied. But it's all evaporated. So Johnny, back up to you. This guy just hit you. Oh, cute.
Real
Yes.
quick, and I'm so sorry about this. I got Nova wrong. Apparently, I just yelled the amount of damage that I take, and it's not a
Okay.
real thing. I thought it was rolled, but it's not. So he should have two. This makes like almost no difference. He should have 2 more hit points than he does.
Okay, so he didn't get hellish rebuked, basically.
Yeah, more or less, right?
Perfect. Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Johnny, you got poked with the pool cue.
And this creature clearly isn't understanding the words I'm saying. No, you don't poke me. You poke the ball. No, I'm going to take a ball. I'm going to poke it like I was last time. Poke it, and the ball floats along.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be getting it.
He seems a bit dehydrated as well.
He does.
Can I cast?
Real-
Is he wearing a spacesuit?
He's not.
Ah,
He's wearing just regular tatters of regular clothes. I guess it wouldn't be tatters because space preserves things really well. So he's just wearing regular clothes. They look way too big for him now because he's just a husk. But
you're not the most talkative of mates. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself as a precaution.
excellent.
haven't-
Excellent.
Casting time's apparently 1 round. I'm fairly sure that's the duration because I think Blade Ward should be 1 action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is too.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, I will take my turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, you hit a pool cube. Or you hit a... I don't know how pool actually works. I just see it in movies and TV shows. So you hit a ball and it goes into a hole. You feel real successful.
It's strangely not satisfying.
Oh. Tragic. Speaking of tragic, Ish! This is a little traumatic. Or no, yeah, Ish, you're next. Cool. I got that right. Yay.
Yeah, it's a little traumatic. Ish is definitely disturbed because is there just an arm floating around in the room now?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not moving or twitching or anything, but it's just floating around in there. You got a one-armed captain who looks real bad. And then 2 other ones who are crawling in.
so who's coming at me?
I mean, the former captain looks pretty occupied with the current captain. But the other 2 are coming towards you, as you're the closest one to the door.
Is there one that is closer to me than the other?
Yeah, we'll say the guy with the SOS signal was a little closer to the door in the first place, so he's about 5-10 feet ahead.
Okay, so Ish is standing there with her hammer, stuttering. You really don't want to do this, okay? And I assume it comes undeterred.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's
so
listening.
She's gonna swing again.
Okay.
With her hammer, because she believes in herself. Or I believe in her.
I believe in her too. A 9. Unfortunately, it's not a hit.
Oh
These
man.
guys have you really freaked out.
They really do though. She's like, I feel like as they're coming towards her, she continually is finding herself backing up.
Mm-hmm.
She really, So I think that she's gonna find the closest corner.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to like put her back in the corner and just watch them.
Just wait. Yeah. Nice. Excellent.
Also trying to blend in.
Yeah, okay. All right. Captain Lysander. You got an almost dead captain.
Oh,
Right.
this is
Almost
fun.
re-dead?
Almost re-dead. Double dead? I don't know.
You got an undead
Let's
captain.
see.
in front
Okay,
of you.
so I take more Nova damage. These mechanics are weird.
And he's gonna take, if he hits, he takes more Nova damage.
Yeah, he'll take another 7 points if I hit.
Cool.
And for this one, I'll take out my bow and give him an old strike with it.
All right. Now, because I will say before you strike with your bow,
Sure.
he is within melee of you unless you disengage, so your attack would be at disadvantage because it's a ranged weapon.
I see. That's fair. I don't really have another. I already attacked. I'll just use
you
my
have that
reroll.
dagger, right?
I threw it at him.
Oh, you threw. Oh, if you threw it at him.
Yeah, I was never in melee range of him.
Okay. Well, then I guess he moved into melee range with you.
Yeah.
Which means your dagger's probably still in him. You can pull it back out and stab
I'll
him.
use my reroll for this. Which still doesn't hit. So that's beautiful. I'm going to die next turn, so that's gonna be fun.
It'll be fine. It's the Husk's turn. And the captain ain't happy with you. He gonna try to. I got this on copy paste. Yeah. Nope, wrong thing on copy paste. 1d 20 plus. Should be it. 20 hits you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
Go
cool.
figure.
Let's see if this 7. You conscious?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he's gonna try one more time. Actually, let me have him make a con save first, because he did lose his arm, and he's starting to notice it's a bit harder to get things around because he's real bad. What's his con at? Yeah, no, that's gonna be his only attack for this round, as he is just a husk and is very physically fragile. He just was the captain. He's a little bit more sturdy than the rest. So,
Fair enough.
all right. The other 2 are gonna come at you, however, Ish. So 1, 2, 3.
No.
This 8 misses. An 18.
Hits.
Okay. 23
Hits.
and an 8 misses. So you're gonna get 2 attacks. 1d6. 2 damage and 1 bludgeoning damage. So 3 damage total.
Woot.
All right, Junker. They're coming at you too.
Of course they are.
Let's get this. 13 hits you? Nope.
Nope.
I remember that. 6 misses. 7
Marcy,
misses.
or rather, Lysander, they get 1 additional temporary HP from chat.
Oh,
Thank
lovely.
you, folks. I'd say I need it. I'm actually going down next turn. It's like It's in the mechanics of Nova. This is a strange and new thing.
All right. So, does 16 hit you, Speedy?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take 1 more point of bludgeoning damage
Great.
as it just kind of thunk hits your metal chassis, and it doesn't do a whole lot. But Johnny, this one's got a pool cue still. He's gonna poke you with it.
Is it still chasing me around the table? Because I'm loving the imagery of this as I'm walking around to take another shot.
It is still chasing you around the table with the pool cue, trying to poke you. Thanks to the pool cue, he does have a little bit of reach, though. So, 16 hits you?
Yes, it does, yes.
All right. Okay. Boop. 6 points of damage, but that would be halved because you put your blade ward up.
I did, yes.
So, and then the other 2 are gonna actually make it into the room this round as they finally crawled across the bar space and they enter the room.
Hey, it's a party! Hello, everyone!
Lovely. It is now Junkar's turn.
I am going to take another shot at the zombie I already shot at.
Okay. Sure thing. Oh, that definitely hits. How do you want to blast this zombie into oblivion? This husk.
I'm just going to deactivate the magnets on my boots for a second, and start floating up to him, and then just kick off as I fire into him.
Nice.
And just straight through him. And
there's like nothing left, just the lash. Now it's
Yeah.
floating around. Is it actually?
And then I'm gonna run away.
You're gonna run away. Okay, perfect. We'll say the blast from your cannon basically disengaged you because you are in 0G from the other one, so he doesn't get any attacks on you.
Cool. How close can I mean, I guess I have to like get to the ladder, stairs, or whatever, and get up to.
Yeah, you can get you can get to the ladder. Let's say you can get like to the top of the ladder. Like you can just get to the
Okay.
the 3rd floor from where you're at.
Cool.
3rd level. Cool. Johnny, you got 2 more coming in. This guy seems real intent on poking you with this pull cue.
Yeah. They're hurting me as well. I might... Right. I don't like to do this sort of thing, but I'm going to draw my laser sword and say, look here. Keep this up, and I'll have to use this. So stop it. And I'm going to lightly tap them with non-lethal damage.
Okay. Tap away. That definitely hits.
I'll do it again just so we don't get the crit damage.
Yeah.
And burner. Yeah. So that does 3 radiant damage, but no sneak attack.
Yep. 3 radiant damage. Okie dokie. Didn't like it. But he's still coming at you.
And I will bonus action disengage and move towards the hall. Maybe the comms are on, aren't they? So everyone can hear me. Anyone else having trouble with the crew?
They are not friendly.
No, that's
I'm
what I
moving-
found. They keep poking me with a ball cue.
I feel like y'all are just hearing Ish hyperventilate over the comms.
Well, I'll take that as a yes then, I suppose.
All right. So you probably actually, as you kind of make your way around, like having led them to one side of the room, you kind of like get out. You could probably even close the door behind you if you would like.
I might as well close
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah, so you'd like slide it shut. And you see Junkart come into the top of the ladder from the deck below you guys. But we're gonna pop back over to Ish. You have 2 of them, and they're right out there. They followed you into the corner.
Oh my. Sorry. I think I'm freaking out as much as she is. At this point, yes, she's scared, but like I feel like the terror has turned into frustration that they just won't leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
And so once again, she's gonna hit him with her hammer with renewed vigor.
You hit.
Oh, praise. Okay. Wow, that's a relief. How do I do the damage? I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever hit.
You just click on the word rocket hammer into the chat. Right under
That's the
head.
cutest thing. I don't think I've ever actually hit.
All right. Yeah, for sure. You take 10 points of damage to it. It looks bad. Doesn't look good.
And she's gonna look at it and say, I told you to leave me alone.
Still coming.
Oh man. They're still coming at me.
Mm-hmm. Is there any bonus
So-
actions you'd like to do?
I have yes. So I can do an action surge.
Yes, you can. You can get that will give you a second attack.
Yes. So I'm going to attack again with my hammer.
Awesome. Yeah, give me that action surge. You definitely hit. Roll me some more damage.
Yay!
You take that one out. He's gone. Crushed it.
Yeah!
Torso is just like paste on the floor now. If it wasn't so dried, it's just kind of like smeared. It's like you smeared the floor with them, like a gray smear.
It's just very disgusted, but is a little less scared now. She's gonna stay in the corner though. I'm not moving.
Awesome, awesome. You take one of them out completely. Oh yeah, Captain Lysander. It is your turn. This cap looks real bad. You are muted.
Yeah, I know this cap looks real bad. It's not really my problem anymore, though. So, just gonna roll that in chat. 13, I'm down.
Oh no! You take that at the start of your turn or the end of your turn?
The start of my turn.
Start of your turn. Oh no!
I chose this specifically because I thought this might happen, but I wanted to see it in action. So, rest assured, I knew.
Okie dokie. All right, so you see, you're watching Ish, and you see the captain kind of go limp and start to float next to the other captain. And it's now the Husk's turn. The other captain, seeing the other captain, the Husk captain. Oh god, gosh, confusing. Too many captains. The Husk captain sees y'all's captain has gone limp and loses interest, and it's gonna start one-armed, kind of pulling itself towards you. The three that were fighting Johnny are locked in the room, and they're not smart enough to deal with door stuff. So there's kind of thud on the door.
I found their weakness, everyone! Doors!
Brilliant.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, did Johnny lock them all behind a door, or is Johnny locked behind a door with them blocking him from getting out?
I'm pretty sure he left and closed the door behind him. So there's three locked in the pool table room.
Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's gonna be your turn now. So, because the other one's trying to follow you out of the engine room, but you move pretty quick, and so they're not very fast in 0G.
I'm going to go further upstairs. I'm gonna go all the way up so that I can help out Ish.
Yeah, you're able to get to. Let's say you're able to get to the doorway and see what's going on. If you dash, so you gotta go up the stairs and then down the hallway.
Okay.
To the
So
bridge.
that'll take my action to get up there. Cool. I'm gonna
But you can assess the situation. You see, your captain is kind of drifting listlessly, and then Ish has got a smear on the ground in front of her. It's like uniform, and then two more. But one looks real bad.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to, with my bonus action, take my ion cannon and split it apart into 2 pieces again. You see the fronts of those pieces fold inwards, and each of them turns into like more handheld blasters, basically,
Nice.
as I have a swarm pistol in each hand.
Nice. Lovely. All right. Johnny.
Well, this is quite easy. We just need to put them all behind the door. Sorry, just to clarify, we couldn't see what was going on with Ish and Lysander, could we?
No, you aren't on that. They're on a deck above you.
But we might hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it. You definitely hear Ish hyperventilating, and you hear like the captain's comm go quiet.
I'll report on the
like
comms, actually.
That's what people sound like when they go unconscious.
The captain is down. We need to recover her and take care of the zombie creatures that are on Ish before we can escape.
All right. Well, let's go and get her then. Might as well dash, I suppose.
Yep, you can get up there with the dash.
I'll double dash, in fact, because I can dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, you're able to get right up to her.
Hello! Oh, bloody hell, what's happened here?
I told it to stay away, and it didn't listen.
Ish, what are you doing in the corner?
I don't like dead things. At this point, she's gonna start tearing up, which is super unusual for Ish. She's very uncomfortable and trying not to cry in a corner with a hammer.
Where's the captain?
They did this, and she's gonna point.
Yeah, you see this one-armed guy crawling towards Ish.
Oh, right, have at you! I can't stab it though, I run out of actions.
Ish, it's your turn.
So, wow, Ish has so many emotions going on right now. Well, she's terrified. She's tearing up because it's just too much to take in. And now she's a little bit pissed off because Captain's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees that as her one job that she's officially failed at. So I'm gonna walk up hesitantly to the Captain. Is it a Husk?
Captain Husk. Yeah, he's pretty much within your range. You know, you have to really 5 feet and you're there.
I'm gonna hammer him.
Give him the hammer. That hits.
Yep. Yes.
And how do you want to murderize Captain Husk?
She is gonna take her hammer and put it over her head. We don't know if it's in fear or anger, and she is just gonna bring it down as hard as she can on top of him.
Excellent. You make another smear on the floor.
Oh dear. Put a mop in his hand, we could have had him as a deck scrubber.
She's gonna turn around and say, "We don't talk about it, Johnny." And then I think that she's good there. She's gonna turn and face the other dead thing, but she's gonna chill out for now.
Okay.
Let everybody else handle it.
Captain Lysander, could you please make me a death saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I could just hit the button.
Yeah. You
Ooh.
succeed. 1 success.
Awesome.
This would be a great time for Johnny to have any spells, especially healing ones.
Like Scott's just like. All right. So it's the Husk's turn again. Captain's down. There's only one remaining up here on this deck. There's one that's probably at this point gotten to the top of the ladder from the engine room. Is kind of like, where'd everybody go? And then there's the 3 that are probably still banging on that door in the pool table room. So the one that's left up here is going to try to swing at Ish twice. Try to do that slam attack. 15 misses you, I believe. Not a d6, 1d20. There we go. But a natural 20 is gonna hit you. So
I'll spend my reroll to reroll that, please.
Oh, most certainly can.
Thank you.
Spend your reroll.
I will take that fall for my friend.
All right. Let me roll that again then. 21. That'll hit, but it's not a crit.
That'll do. I'll take it.
Okay. 1 point of bludgeoning damage. These guys don't seem to hit very hard. You don't know how the cabin got taken out so quick.
What's going on here? They were hitting me much harder than that.
All right, and yeah, get a confused husk downstairs, locked in husks, and this one attacked. Junker, what would you like to do? You're in the room with the rest of your companions. Cam's unconscious. This husk looks bad. Or not bad.
Nice.
It looks healthy, actually. It's healthy as a husk can look.
How far away is this husk from
10,
me?
20 feet? 10, 15?
Right,
If
sweet.
you're at the doorway, say 10, 15 feet.
I'm firing at it with my swarm pistol. It's automatic, so I can fire each of them twice.
Perfect.
So
Take 'em
it's a
out.
total. Let's one at a time here. 21 to hit for 7 radiant damage.
Excellent.
21 to hit for 11 radiant damage.
Whoo! Yeah, it's dead.
Excellent. I just lift up my my newly formed swarm pistol and fire off a few pew pews straight at it. And then I'm going to quickly run back down the stairs if I can.
Yeah.
And see if that
You can-
other one
You
has.
can run to the ladder and look down because like the ladders are kind of like all in the same place, so you can just like go down real up and down real quick. You can run down the ladder and you look and you see it kind of looking around. It hasn't looked up yet. But it's just looking there. You can shoot that one twice too if you like.
I would love to.
All right, giving them rolls. Hit. And the second one unfortunately is gonna be a miss, but you hit once.
All right.
7. All right, it looks pretty rough.
All right. Cool.
Johnny.
1 more remains.
So we're killing them then. All right. Takes the saber.
Have you not been killing them?
What? Well, no. I tried to play pool with one.
Johnny!
Well, what? They're all right. They're a bit, eyeless, but apart from that, I was thinking of trying to hydrate them actually. Anyway, stab. Is that you stab, right?
All right, there are
was-
currently none alive in the room with you, but you
Oh,
do have
right.
your unconscious captain.
Ah, yes. Unconscious captain. Unconscious captain. Yes.
You could reach the one that's gotten to the top of the ladder that Junkar shot at if you want to run back out to there. So you've got one climbing up a ladder and you've got an unconscious captain. Those are generally the two things that are kind of happening right now.
I'm just wondering. No is the answer to the question that I the only thing that sort of resembles healing is Song of Rest, and that's not gonna cut it. So I'm going to use my bonus action to say, go on, Lysander! Up you get! Work to do! You can have a, what is
You
it?
can make a medicine check.
I don't know, I'll just give them a D8 of inspiration. Can they take it while they're unconscious? I'm not saying that's gonna change what I
that's
do.
up to the DM to decide. So when you're in a state of unconsciousness, you can't really hear or see anything. but,
Yeah,
like, thematically, it's always really fun to be like having those like vapid dreams of somebody trying to pull you back into consciousness. So it's going to be up to your fiat.
I'm gonna say that because it has to be somebody who can hear you,
Mhm.
and you are unconscious and in a spacesuit. If it was perhaps a bit more inspirational and not in the cold dead of space, I would allow it. But we're gonna say under these circumstances, we're gonna say
That's just fine. That is just fine. That doesn't stop me from doing it.
okay.
And then
She'll have it when she wakes up. We'll say that.
oh, no, you don't have to do that. I'm quite happy to waste things in the name of playing the character.
Excellent.
I had this dream that Johnny was naked, like in a diaper, type, running around. It was the craziest thing.
So these near-death experiences are weird, man.
Hey, and then I'll wander over towards this other thing. Is it within walking distance, or do I have to dash to get to it?
You can get there. You can get the ladder. Yeah, which you can look down and see it.
Alright, well,
Lunch my life.
actually, are these things walking? How are they getting about?
They're like pulling themselves around on things.
Alright, well, I'll just lop its arms off. There you go.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
No, I don't want to rename Laser Sword. I want to. Oh boy.
Fortunately, you're not gonna just lop its arms off and you miss. Like,
Yeah. I'm not very good with a sword. I'm better at convincing people of things. Can you go away?
you go away. Alright. Ish. You're alone again in the room with unconscious Captain.
Is it just me and unconscious Captain?
It's just you, unconscious Captain, and like 3 smears on the floor.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Okay.
Ish is going to walk over to is unconscious Captain floating?
Yes.
Okay.
She didn't have her gravity boots on. If she did, like, she'd be stuck to the floor and just kind of waving like a piece of seaweed. But she hadn't turned off, so she's just floating in air.
Here's my question.
Yes.
If I take off a gravity boot, will I lose oxygen? Or is it like separated?
They're connected to the thing. I imagine that it's kind of a grippy like rubber sole to the foot, and the magnet is like inside of the shoe itself.
So I take off the shoe?
I wouldn't recommend taking off the shoe. I think I'd like to think that it's connected, like you can like it's like an electromagnet. You can turn it on and off. It has to get that charge, so that would require an electrical component going down into the.
Okay. Is Captain wearing a jacket? Or a belt or something?
Yeah, you can. There's plenty of pockets. These are basically like cargo pants, but like cargo sleeves, cargo pants, cargo waist. It's everything. All the pockets.
Ish is going to look for a way to like connect Captain to something so she can leave and make sure Captain doesn't float off.
Yeah, you could easily just like there's equipment in here. You could just tuck her into the bed. Like
I'm tucking her in the bed.
Okay, yeah. But it's got sheets. You can just push. She kind of was next to the lockbox there anyway. You can just push her down, pull the sheets up, and just tuck. That'll hold her in place.
And Ish is not a very gentle person, so she kind of like accidentally probably puts Captain face down and is like just kind of throwing the covers over her. And
Thankfully, she's in a spacesuit, so like the bulb is right there, just in the pillow.
She's gonna turn around and say, "Don't go anywhere," and she's gonna walk or head in the direction that she has seen Junker go.
Okay. Yeah, you see him standing at the top of a ladder. And Johnny's like, I missed. Not go with the sword. And you see this one husk kind of crawling up the ladder.
Do I have an action or am I good? Am I done?
I'll say tucking the captain in was a lovely bonus action.
Okay, thank you. Then am I close enough to hit it with my hammer?
Yeah, I'd say it's because it's continually climbing up by this point, because it gets to go pretty much almost next. So yeah, you can hit it with your hammer.
Sweet. Aha.
Yeah. Throw me that day. How do you want to murder this husk?
It's on a ladder. Is it below me or above me?
Below you.
I am going to dangle my hammer, and I'm just going to drop it on him.
You let go, and it floats in place for a sec.
Oh. She's gonna look at it for a second, and then she's gonna grab it and push it down as hard as she can. I forgot there's no gravity.
There's no gravity.
So did Ish.
Yeah. I picture that as a beautiful moment. You're like, ha ha! Like, hope nobody caught that and shove it down. So you have murdered the last husk that's not trapped behind a pool door. So that will take you guys out of initiative, except I need Captain Lysander to make me another death save. Another success. You're two out of 3. You're good so far. All right, you guys are out of initiative. What do you guys do?
So then, Who's here? The ship Sawbones.
I have operated many saws, although not many bones.
Well, that sounds better than most of us. Go and hail the captain, will you?
I can certainly try.
Ish, being concerned with the things being discussed here, is going to immediately run to Captain and stand in front of Captain with her hammer.
Okay. Captain's laying face down, tucked into the bed where you left her.
And I'm guarding her because I don't want anything to go wrong, and I don't like anybody's ideas right now.
Okay.
Ish, why don't you let the Sawbones see to the captain, eh? Put the hammer down. Calm down.
I
Well,
do
I
not believe she
certainly
is
made
a
choices today.
I do not believe the captain is in need of a saw. However, she may need some medical attention that I can attempt to see to.
There you go, see?
I'm going to make a medicine check, I guess.
Okay. Give me a medicine check. You're able to stabilize the captain.
That's nice.
It's just standing right over your shoulder, watching everything you're doing right now, too.
That's great. Now I can die a slow suffocation death because I refuse to take
Well-
an oxygen mask.
Oh, yeah, you're not holding your breath.
No. I made choices today.
We're so
Yeah, I imagine I opened up her suit and
I would recommend
found
opening up
weapons were
her
open.
suit unless you took her back to the your spaceship, as there is no life support on.
Ah, right. I mean, yeah, she doesn't need air anyways, but I guess being sucked into the vacuum,
It's real
vacuum's
cold.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave that on.
Leave that on.
Can Ish throw Captain Lysander over her shoulder?
Mhm.
Is that physically possible?
Yes, return her to the ship. She may need
Right.
oxygen soon.
You realise you don't actually have to carry her, Ish. Like, she's floating.
There's also oxygen tanks that appear to have been not really unused. You're guessing they died of cold before they ran out of air on the ship. Things start dropping. The cold will usually kill you before you suffocate, as you all learn on Firefly. So
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
oxygen
true.
tanks there.
Nice.
If you'd like to just hook one up rather than take her back to the ship.
Ah, an oxygen tank. Let me hook this up to her so she can breathe.
Ish will immediately put her back
Kind
down.
robot.
You tuck her back
Um,
in, face down.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Shall I roll a d4 to see when I
Please
wake
roll
up?
me a d4 to see when you wake up.
Whew, I expected to die, and that's okay. I think I am going to need a new patron,
A new patron. You know, we can work on a fun quest for that.
right?
Oh, just one
What?
d4.
Oh, sorry about that.
No,
We'll
okay.
just go with the 4.
The 4. So in 4
Yeah.
hours, the captain will awake.
Perfect.
Not dead. With weird dreams of Johnny running around the spaceship in his underwear.
I don't know why I dreamt about that. Maybe it's just something that I need to get sorted out.
Maybe.
No.
It might be. But the three of you are just fine. You don't hear any other shuffling around. You can kind of do like a quick sweep of the ship. Those were the only husks on board. Because again, the ship's about the same size as yours, and it would support a 10-person crew. There were 7 people here. Unless you let the other 3 out from the pool room, you guys are free to short rest. You got oxygen tank that'll last for about 10 hours on each of your suits. Or you could continue doing salvage while the captain has a little nap if you'd like.
Now, Ish, Junker, hear me out. There's 3 more behind that door. But there's also a pool table. You see the dilemma?
No! We don't let the dead things out. We leave them in there to die again, I guess. I don't know how that works.
They'll probably
What
be
is a
suffocated by
pool
now.
table?
It's a table in which you play billiards.
Billiards?
Yeah, billiards.
It's just gonna start hyperventilating again and slowly back out of the room.
I do not think Ish wishes to enter that room again. And while I am in fairly good condition, I am not completely confident that it is a good idea for us to try and exterminate these remaining crew members.
That's right. Actually, should we have a quick rest? That might be a good idea, don't you reckon?
Yes.
Ish would like to look for money.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. The whole rest of the ship appears to be empty, so you have no problems going in the rest of the rooms or anything. You find some money. You find some dwarven coins, a lot of electrum pieces, gold, platinum, silver, a lot of different denominations, but they're all of dwarven mint. Roll me a d100.
Will you remind me how to do that? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. You know, I'll just roll it for you. You do /R1d100. So you're able to find 96 gold coins.
Thank you.
I mean,
Good
that was
roll.
me a minute ago thinking, wow, we just
And-
got 500 gold from a mission and you're off looking for gold, but actually I take it back.
You're able to find 13 platinum.
Woo!
19 pieces of electrum, and 6 silver pieces.
Delete.
That's from scavenging the entire crew quarters, the first mate's captain, the rest of the captain's cabin. You haven't opened up the lockbox though. This captain kind of set that aside. You kind of figured you should leave that. But everything that's where you got from scavenging the rest of the ship for money.
Sweet. Do we still have time?
Oh, you got plenty of time.
Ish would like to take a short rest for sure.
I
no.
will start
The rest is
singing.
only about half an hour, so you guys.
I'll start singing a little ditty during that half an hour. I will start off with sort of near Lysander going, "What do we do with a dead old captain? What do we do with a dead old captain?" Etc. etc. But what I'm actually doing is Song of Rest. We'll give you all one more d6 of healing, should you require it. And I
Right.
may well require it.
I may well require it. You did get poked in the pool cube a lot.
Oh, actually, I don't need it. What kind of
Nice.
hit dice have I got?
You got D8s!
Great, I'll take it.
Alright. So, you all get your short rest in, all your short rest abilities recharge, you can roll hit dice. Ish scours the ship for money. What are Johnny and Junkar doing while you wait for the captain to wake up? You're gonna guess it's gonna be the next few hours, so you might as well keep yourselves
Oh,
busy
I know.
or relax.
I know
What's up to
exactly
you
what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
going to do.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I want to play Buckaroo on the captain. I'm going to find as many things as I can and attach them to her mag boots.
You just turn on the
And
mag
see
boots.
how tall a structure I can make.
Yeah. Now the question is the captain still tucked in face down?
I would have
You
brought
would've
the
right
captain
if
back over to our ship.
Okay.
Oh.
That'd be kind of funny if
Oh, so that means we have gravity. Brilliant. I can play proper Buckaroo. Just balancing things on them.
that'd be real funny if she wakes up and everything's just white from the pillow. All right. So, you play Buckaroo. Junkardy, what are you doing?
I would go finish scavenging all the engine parts that I was
Okay,
looking
yeah.
for.
Give me that. You had a check for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean I rolled a crafting check before.
Yeah, give me another crafting check. That sounds right for assembling and disassembly.
All right. 15.
Yeah. You're able. It takes you not too terribly long. You don't want to go too quickly, as you can damage some of the more delicate parts. But you're able to basically clean out this engine room. Some of the cockpit. You're able to get pretty much whatever parts you want from this dwarven vessel.
Cool. Are there any cool weapons on here?
Ooh, give me an investigation check. You could also probably gut the systems if you'd like. Let me tell you what systems are on board versus what
Yes,
systems you have on
please.
your ship. Yeah. I will have a full ship right out for you guys next week. I just one thing at a time. So, okay. Gotta go to the right page number. Oh, we're out of combat now too, so I can take that off. All right. You are not on a. You're on a dwarven ship. There we go. You are on a sledge. It's a dwarven transport ship. This has. So the ship's systems, weapons, and engines, they have 20 mega hit points rather than 10. So you know that because dwarven make it's really durable. So you know that the engines and some of the systems are really well done. What other? It has a mining laser on this ship, actually. That's this ship appears to have been outfitted more for maybe expedition work, trying to find some unmined asteroid on this military expedition. So as far as weapons go, you'd say that the mining laser would probably be your best bet. It's got a +7 to hit, 1,500 to 4,500 fixed rate. It's fixed on the front generally, one target. Does a lot of radiant damage as well, and extra radiant damage if the target isn't moved in the last round.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, so you can take the mining laser. That's going to take you probably a few hours to disconnect, but that's the main thing. As far as other things on this ship, they do have a small shield generator that you could probably put onto your ship in addition to what you already have. And they have a small fabricator as well.
If I can take it all, I'll take it all.
Yeah, it's just how long you want to spend taking it all, because you can definitely, like, there's nothing out here. No one's, and those 3 guys are locked in the pool room, so, and you don't rely on oxygen, so you can even, like, just get some magnets and stick, like, climb all around the outside of the spaceship as well if you'd like. Just go out through the airlock. You can clean the ship out.
Great. One thing I would like to do before doing all of that, actually, is going to the command center cockpit.
Yep.
Turning off that distress signal.
Okay.
One.
Yes. Even more alone.
Just in case. And I'd also like to download the data logs and see if there's any record of
Okay. Yeah. All right.
or what they were doing also.
Okay, so you're gonna download the data logs. It's gonna take a while, so you probably just stick in like a drive, and then you go do your work, and it'll be done downloading by the time you're done with all your other salvage stuff.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll whenever the captain wakes up, I'll probably go back to check on her and see if he's okay with what
Captain.
I'm doing.
You wake up. What have you been stacking on the captain, Johnny?
Oh, anything that's lying around, really. So we've got there's bottles on the shoulders because they make good platforms to put more things on, and we've got some coasters on top of there. Clothes pegs on the coasters. What else we got around the ship? I found a I don't know what it is. It looks like a spanner, and I balanced that on their forehead. Then I took a deck of cards and I started building a house of cards on the coasters. Didn't go very well. Every time they breathed, it fell over. But I did start doing that, so it's just cards everywhere. And lastly, I have made a paper captain's hat and I have put that on top of the wrench.
Perfect. So, Captain Lysander Fox, you wake up to all this stacked on you.
What's going on?
Johnny runs.
What are you doing? What's going? Why am I?
You move a little bit and it just clatters all down to the ground.
Why am I covered in rubbish? Ugh. What the heck was? What happened? Hello?
Johnny walks around the corner. Oh, hello, Captain. You're awake. Good to see you.
Oh God, what happened?
Well, there were some unfriendly crew members who didn't want to play pool, and when I turned up, it looked like you had melted.
What? Oh God. That's new.
That is a little bit new, yes. It's not a very good reaction to have to unsavory crew members. Ish also may have some sort of anger problem, by the way.
Did you at least pocket the ball?
The what?
Did you pocket the ball?
The bowl?
Yeah, did you make a good break? You said they didn't want to play pool.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, it was 3D, no gravity. So I did manage to get the black in, yeah. But it was strangely unsatisfying because they just kept poking me with their cue.
You'll mind your language aboard my ship, Mr. Deep.
No, it wasn't as friendly as it sounds.
Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Wow. Well.
You have a lot of bruising.
Yeah, like a lot of it, like internal. I imagine
Yeah.
just like I feel hot on the inside, and that's not super comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god,
You've been out for about 4 hours.
4 hours. That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time, yeah.
Oh my,
How'd you feel?
The academy. Please
I feel terrible. I feel hot. I don't know if they're. I don't know if I could do this. This is. Oh god, I can't do that every time. Is it? When I first started following the Sun God, they were like, we will give you the power of stars. And so I didn't think that it would be like this.
What do you mean you literally just turned into a star? You were a bit glowy when I came around the corner.
Oh god. Yep, that's apparently, it was very literal.
Very
what they
little.
meant, yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, I might have to see somebody about this. This is not ideal.
Doctor, I think I'm a star. Probably just tell you to go down Broadway.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh god. It was awful. Although I guess in the future, I guess like I'm thinking on like maybe I won't change patrons, but what I will have to do is more or less equip Stargoyle with a healing potion at all times, just in case, so that
Well,
he
if
can
you
deliver it.
ever do want to change patrons, I will definitely incorporate a fun quest line for you to do that with.
I'm gonna give it another
Another
shot. Maybe. Although I think the divine patron might work a little better for the Church of the Sun to begin with. So why not? I'll keep it for now, and
Okay.
maybe we can do a quest to
We're episode
actually
2,
do some
learning
more,
flexible. So
right?
Yeah.
To do like a more divine thing.
sure.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will consider Captain Lysander on your behalf. The next time I come across something, I will try and learn some sort of healing. How's that?
Oh, wait, did nobody try to help me?
Oh, yes. No. Junker informed us that he had previously been a Sawbones.
I'm just gonna like do a real quick check to make sure I have all my limbs.
You have all your limbs. They're all there.
Oh. I barely noticed any of them are gone, if that's the case. Great.
No. Just you just did your little, whatever they do, brushed you with paint or something, debarnacled you, something like that.
Oh, that's fair. Well, thank you, Junker. Oh god, I'm alive. Maybe no more SOS missions for a bit. We're kind of a skeleton crew at the moment. Or at
No.
least not if there's any life on board, you know?
They were the
know?
skeleton crew.
Huh. Yeah, they did seem a little bit bare bones, now that you mention it.
I'll tell everyone you're awake.
I'm not there.
I've still got the helmet with me, and I'm going to speak into the helmet this time because everyone seems to hear me when I speak into the helmet. Okay. Everyone, Captain's awake. Over.
Ah, excellent. I will return to greet the captain.
Ish is just gonna start running to that room.
Yeah, Ish would get there first. So I imagine Junker like gets to his stopping point at what he's doing and then goes, just walks over. So, Lysander, you see Ish burst into the room.
Oh, hi. I'll just start getting myself out of bed. Hi, Ish.
Ish is gonna drop her hammer and literally pick up Captain, look back at Johnny and say, "We're going now."
I'm okay. I'm all right. Thank you. Did we at least get anything valuable off that ship? I would have hated to die and not have had like anything to show for it.
Listen, I got some stuff that I'll share, but you go grab your box, and I'm gonna put her down and pick up my hammer because that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Let's see what's in the box.
Okay. And about this point, yeah, Junker would probably be coming in.
Captain, it's so good to see you awake. I'm glad that my medical efforts were sufficient to restore you to health. How are you feeling?
Well, like crap, but thank you. Rather be like crap than dead, I think.
Before you go running off, Captain, why don't we have a little rest, eh?
Yeah, that sounds good. Tell you what, can you grab a bottle from the bar? Might need a drink after that.
Oh, yeah, sure. I've got one on me, and I'll just put it out of the spacesuit. It's vintage.
Of course it is.
Vintage. I'll pass it across.
Vintage.
Yeah, I found it on the ship.
Oh, awesome. All right, and I'll grab some glasses from my uncle's cupboard and pour everyone a glass except for Junker, who I get a bottle of oil for.
Appreciated. I do not necessarily need it right now, but it is good to be included.
Awesome. And I'll pour everybody a shot.
Yeah, pour him in some nice highball glasses that your uncle had. He has some nice barware. The alcohol Johnny found on the ship is very potent, as it is the cheap yet effective dwarven liquor. It is a clear grain-based alcohol, and you feel it burning going down. It's potent stuff.
Whew. It probably is a little bit refreshing compared to the burns that I've already gotten.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just internally, and I'll drink that and be like, oh, that's soothing. That's nice.
Meanwhile, Ish is choking on it.
Yeah, it's strong. It's strong. Thank you all for sharing this journey with me. You didn't have to. And I made a couple of bad decisions back there that endangered my own life.
Well,
but it means a lot that you are all willing to sort of stay for the cause and of even just adventuring out there into the world and trading maybe sentient creatures for money. So this is exciting, and I'm glad to have you on as a crew, but more importantly, friends.
It is good to have you as a friend as well, Captain. I would have been very disappointed if you had not made it.
I'd probably still be tumbling through space if I hadn't found you, so there you go. So, here till the end, we're on the road to nowhere.
I'm still looking to go to a trading the box. What's in the box?
Yes. So the box is locked. But it's not terribly difficult, as you guys have time now to either Ish can go back and kind of look for the captain's key, which she'd find somewhere in the smear, or if you wanted to try to pick it.
I've got thieves' tools.
All right, yeah, you'd be able to, with enough time, just be able to open it with a thieves' tools check. She just doesn't have to go through the smear.
Thank you.
And inside are a lot of documents. It appears to be that this is the captain's important paperwork, alongside with some kind of digital card. It looks like you could pop it into a standard console card reader. You're not quite sure what's on it, but aside from that, it appears to be the expedition paperwork. Apparently, the military had gotten permission to do some mining surveys on some remote asteroids. However, they never quite made it there. It's hard to tell. The logs get a little spotty in some places. They're either weren't quite there or they just got back. There's some gaps in dates. But if you plug your card in, it appears to be a map with the mining locations in question marked down on it.
Ooh, nice. That's pretty valuable.
It could be very valuable to the right person.
Yeah, that's true. We're not really equipped to handle a mining project, but we can probably find a buyer for it.
Well, I was going to tell you, Captain. This ship is still in very good condition. We could salvage their mining laser, as well as several other components of their ship.
Huh.
And their pool table, Lysander. I know you would appreciate that more than everyone else.
I do enjoy a game of pool. Well, it's kind of cheating when you're playing with an egg and a side, I think. We get all the best angles, you see.
I'm not sure how to interpret this information.
I'll show you. It's fine. Well, that was fruitful. Not a little bit eye-opening.
Yeah, if you go into the cargo hold, there's basically like half a ship in there from parts that Junker has managed to take off of the sledge.
Oh wow, that's.
However, Lysander, having been a pirate before, you realize there's just one teensy little problem.
Is it
your
because
salvage.
it's all government equipment?
Yep. You're gonna have to find a black market dealer, most likely, to take this.
I'm wondering, so Junker, what you're suggesting is that we mine it ourselves using this equipment?
Well, it's a possibility if that is something that we wish to do.
We would have to make it look more like equipment we would be using. Is that something you're capable of doing? Is sort of retrofitting this equipment to look different?
Well, hang on a minute. Don't them bits of paper say that we can do it anyway, right?
Oh yeah. So the bits of paper give us sort of a map to where we could mine.
Isn't there a permission in there or something? I bet we could convince someone.
Let's just call it no man's land. This information, if I have my information right, never actually got back to the government, so they don't actually know it's there yet.
They don't know about it. Based on the map and the logs you found, sounds like they did the surveys, but they got caught in a dead magic zone before they were able to report back.
Which we don't have fear from because we drive a gnomish ship. So we can actually go and take it for ourselves, mostly because it's not like permission to do it, it's that nobody knows we can do it yet, so why not?
What I'm saying is, if we've got the government forms that say, hey, you can go and do this, I bet I could convince someone that what they mean is anyone can do it and we can sell it back to the government.
That's true. I mean, that is what the black market would be for. So
Oh, right.
yeah, we could definitely sell the information. We could maybe mine a bit for ourselves and then sell the rest of the information.
You think that the mining laser would be easy enough to install in your own ship, as it's kind of, that's not really a military issue, that's basic civilian kind of thing. There's also private mining operations. It's more of the engine equipment that was salvaged. All of that stuff is military specific and serialized, so that you'll have to dump off on the black market if you want to sell it, but everything else is pretty generic. And the information, of course, you've got all the military paperwork saying the blah 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 ship serial number blah 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 has permission to go blah 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 looking for these mine surveys, etc., so on and so forth.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah.
Yeah,
if we
you
wanted
could
to,
either sell the map for a good pretty penny. You might even be able to sell it back to the government, but you think you'd probably get more for it on the black market, or you can mine it yourself and just hire people to help you with the mining excavations.
Yeah, that's true. We do have quite a bit of cash right now that we could hire people with, but
Also, a percentage of profit is pretty typical for mining operation crew. It'd be like, oh, you get, 7% from blah, 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 proceeds, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. We have options with this. Let's try to rest for a bit and come back to it. I think I'd still like to go to the trading post. I have things I want to buy.
All right. I do not need rest, so I will continue dismantling the other ship as we prepare to leave.
Okay.
Ish is gonna help Junker.
Okay, yeah, he basically disassembles a part and you put it back on the ship. Like you're the to and from walking person, and Junker is just disassembling. Yeah, it's real easy, but then like you get like back into where there's like artificial gravity. It's like, oh, that got a lot heavier. But you're able to stack all the parts up, and Junker is able to kind of organize them. You're able to pretty much completely fill your cargo bay without going over max weight limit of the ship with good quality parts from this dwarven vessel. And if you really want to fight those last three, you're able to get the pool table. Just squeeze it behind the wet bar while the cargo bay is full as well.
It will pain Johnny, but he will fight them.
Okay.
Ish is gonna stay in the cargo hold of our ship while that happens.
I mean,
Call
if
me
we
when
wanted to make it simpler this time, because the captain is trying to think a little bit more logically and safely after that last escapade, we can just bottleneck them in the umbilicus and shoot them on their own ship. And then, like,
In fact, you could
crush.
probably just barely open the door to the pool table room and just, because they're gonna try to come out and get you guys and just get them in the like the doorway that they can't fit through.
Yeah, the pool table has like a couple of scuff marks on it, so
That's fine.
these are holes. It's
Nothing
fine.
that can't be repaired.
Yep.
Adds character.
Yeah.
That's character to
So
it.
you
Like,
gotta have that stuff
carve
behind the wet bar as
stuff
the
into
cargo
it.
bay is pretty full, but you're able to squeeze it onto the ship.
Nice.
All right.
Enjoy this.
Perfect.
All right, you guys. Yes, Junker.
As we get back to the ship, I'll go back to the captain and say, you mentioned you were interested in purchasing something at one of these trading posts. Do you mind if I ask what it was that you were interested in?
Would they be called healing potions? Perhaps there's a better name for them.
I think we'll just go with healing potion for now. If I haven't seen anything to the contrary.
Stim pack,
And a little
perhaps?
Stim pack. That's so Star Wars.
It is in Star Wars. It's also very...
I want to say a
Fallout.
back to pack too. But that's not
Oh yeah, but in fact it would
Star Wars.
definitely be Star Wars. Figure something out.
We'll just call them like a healing pot for now.
Healing pot.
Some Advil.
Some Advil.
You give me some liquid gels.
Medicine kits
Yeah, sure.
is what I'm looking for.
Ah, okay. I cannot be of any use there. However, if there is an instance when you're interested in retrieving a weapon or armor of some kind, I would be more than happy to help make it for you. We have plenty of material here on the ship.
Yeah, maybe. Might be good to explore that a bit.
Same goes for you, Ish, and Johnny. If you would like any new weapons, I can craft them for you.
Oh gosh, can you craft armor for Stargoyle?
Yes.
Like little tiny
Yes.
barding for that tiny star dragon
Yes.
thing? Oh yes, this is what I want.
Yeah,
my-
you can.
Let me put in a request, Junker. Perhaps you could make me a guitar.
A guitar
Yeah.
for music?
Yeah, like an axe.
An axe is different from a guitar. One of those is a weapon.
Music is a weapon.
Music is a weapon.
Would you like me to sing again?
Not at the moment, Junker. Although your voice modulator sounds a little more comfortable, I'm not sure you're quite ready to take that next step into singing.
I could construct a guitar.
Oh,
It
lovely.
would be electric, of course.
No one will ever buy that. I'll give it a go.
Alrighty. So it's gonna take because again it was gonna take like a couple days to get to Destiny's Landing. Then you made like, especially with the detour, would have been a little over a day, but with the detour, it's gonna take you about another full day to get to Destiny's Landing, which is the nearest port according to Spoogle. So in that time, Junkar, if you would like to either make a craft an electric guitar or a little barding for Stargoyle, please give me a crafting roll.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, according to like the crafting rules in
Yes.
Mage Press, and because I'm a scrap craftsman, I can just sort of make anything given enough time.
Okay, cool.
The
Yeah,
crafting roll will take off some time of that if it's like
makes sense.
like a more
Yeah.
expensive thing, but
Well, custom barding is a little hard to come by, but let's just see if you're able to get both made in the time that
Right.
it takes you to get to Destiny's Landing, or if you just get one of them done.
9.
All right. We're going to say you're able to get one of them finished and the other one started before you get to Destiny's Landing. Which would you like to have completed, the electric guitar or Stargoyle's barding?
I don't know. It's both are very good.
I know.
I'll go with the guitar because I want Johnny to use it.
Awesome. So, what does this
Johnny-
electric guitar look like?
It looks like it's made out of scrap metal because it is. Like it looks
So
like
metal?
a bunch of metal plates just like put together with some
Metal strings.
effective metal strings on it. The tuning knobs are like just wing nuts, all of them. And on the back of it, there's like you can see like the black like stitching of like an amp basically that's just built.
Yeah,
into
like you
the
took the old comm system, like part of the comm system from the Dwarven
Yeah.
ship, and used it to make the amp for the guitar.
back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nice.
Muted, Johnny.
You're muted, Johnny.
You told me that I plug this thing into that, and it makes more sound than it does at the minute. He says, like, plucking the strings and putting his head real close.
No. It's like built into the
Just
guitar.
got like a switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, Junkar would have like pitch perfect tune. This might be the first time that Johnny's ever heard a perfectly tuned instrument.
It's true.
Yeah, no, there's something off. Still, I'll give it a go, and hell, let's just try and play a ditty. I'll try and play something Irish and fiddly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's an electric.
Want
That'll
to do a
do.
performance check?
Performance check, yeah, go on.
Yeah, give me a performance check. Let's see how good you are with this electric. Ah,
It goes on a scale from the Pogues to Riverdance.
good.
I'm just gonna throw this out there because it's made out of scrap. If you ever roll a nat 1 on it, it breaks.
Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah.
If it's armor, does a critical break it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Just asking for the future.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friendly tiny
a
dragon.
friendly neighborhood Stargoyle.
So yeah, you guys hear actually really good electric guitar music coming from Johnny throughout the ship.
He's so good at everything. Just unnaturally lucky and talented.
This is one of the best things that I have seen him do. His piloting is hit or miss.
No, we've hit a lot of things.
And we have missed a lot of destinations.
But no, we've hit them too.
So it's really hit and miss.
lose it. It's getting late.
Johnny
Excellent.
somewhere on the ship is burning, just thinking, I know they're talking about me.
Feel your ears burning. You sneeze. You just know they're talking about you. So you guys entertain yourselves. Captain Lysander is able to take a nice long rest before you guys get to Destiny's Landing, and get all of her HP and all that great stuff back that she was just chilling at 1 hit point for a little while. So,
Junk
Yay.
R, do you have any jokes for us?
Yes. What do zombies and robots have in common?
I don't know. What do zombies and robots have in common?
We both use megabytes.
Okay, that one's pretty good. I like that one.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, even though you were nearly killed by a zombie earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't actually see much damage on the captain earlier. Johnny says, stepping into the room. Sorry for interrupting the scene.
drop it at Eves.
It's true. When I was examining the body, there were not any wounds to speak of. It was mostly internal damage, I believe, of some kind. I was able to restart your heart using my electric coils.
Yeah, I started following we'll call it a movement, and it promised me power, and that power is a little too strong, I think, for my body. To be more careful about it, I think.
Like when you try to charge a battery too much and it explodes.
Yeah, that's actually a really graphic and painful example of what happened, yeah.
You should avoid doing that. It's bad for batteries.
Junkar, thank you for your constant wisdom.
Flesh batteries.
You are welcome.
Oh, bless this robot. He's a Vect. I feel like it's racist to call him a robot. Like implies
He is a
free will.
Vect.
Yeah.
So
It is fine. I'm used to it.
Yeah, that's not a reason. Oh, good.
right. So you guys take some time to recover and recoup from your operation at the Dawn Star, the Dwarven Sledge military mining operation ship lost in a dead magic zone. And you are able to get to Destiny's Landing. It's about the same size as Tommy Thumbs, but a completely different atmosphere. A lot of the ships in the port here getting refueled, and there's a couple like businesses. It's not like it's a convenience store next to the refueling station. It's definitely just a bar and a restaurant, and they've got like a pawn shop as well. It's real interesting. But the ships that are kind of in at port, you see actually an orcish vessel, which is a bit odd, along with some other. You don't see any nice ships here. They're all kind of a bit more rough and tumble as you pull in to get your fuel, and just to top off and see what there is. There's plenty of shopping apparently. It's a larger, like, it's like a mini mall. Like they've got like all the little businesses on the outside. You kind of just pick which ones you go to. Except a really sketchy mini mall.
Is this the black market you were referring to? It does not seem that black.
Hard to say. These look like completely legitimate businesses, but, you know, you can usually find somebody shady if you know where to look.
Well, I suppose we should look for someone who is willing to buy parts from salvage.
We could
Yeah.
just ask about Tommy Thumbs until someone.
I have the criminal background, so I
Yes,
should be
you
able
do.
to. Yeah, I should be able to find a contact here.
Yeah. Generally, the best place to talk to people is in the bar.
Hmm.
All the
Sometimes
good talkers are going to be
shops
in
too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to a bar though. I don't think it's gonna look great for like like with the water genocide and the robot in a bar in a barber shop that's like super sketch. But yeah, find a bar.
No, it's
Wherever
not.
the captain goes, it's just gonna follow behind like a bodyguard. And
Okay.
look very intimidating.
Well,
Yeah.
Actually, Ish, I would like to try and persuade you to come and frequent a bar with me. I think the captain has important business to do, and we could make ourselves scarce and grab a few drinks.
You
How
can't
much you gonna persuade me?
Do you want me to actually roll persuasion?
Ish. Okay, here's the deal. Ish doesn't want to go with you, but she's not like diehard. So, but she didn't. Right? I mean, what's in it for me?
Yeah. You can offer her.
I got a job to do.
Well, I'll tell you what's in it for you. I happen to know several people in several places, and I bet I can introduce you to them. Plus, you've got most of the money and I haven't got any, so it'd be great if you came and bought me a couple of drinks.
Ish is going to begrudgingly roll her eyes and follow Johnny.
Excellent. You guys are walk into the bar area, and it's kind of more like a bar lounge type thing. Like there's several kind of those circular with a table in the center kind of booths placed into the rows alongside the wall. There's a band up and playing some kind of chill music that's loud enough to kind of cover the general hubbub of conversation, but not too loud that you're having to yell. It's not drowning anything out. They know the right kind of music to play for this kind of atmosphere. There is almost every shape, kind, and color of liquor imaginable behind the bar. It's very well stocked. And it's a little nicer on the inside than you would have imagined. It looks a lot crummier from the outside. There's not like a hostess or anything to have you be seated, but you guys are able to find a table. Johnny's able to drag Ish to the bar, and as Captain Lysander and Junker kind of look for a contact, that is where we're going to leave off for the evening.
Oh. I
Fantastic.
got to Nova, everybody. I got to Nova, and it stressed
You did it.
everyone out. I did it. I was a baby. I'm a firework. So come out your firework.
Oh boy. Well, is that our first combat of the
Careful.
season? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our
Went
first-
pretty well. It would be better if we had a healer.
Yeah.
I think that Nova ability is really good if you have someone to heal you after you die.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, just giving Stargoyle healing potions, although I think I'm going to pursue a divine patron instead. That also fits better with the Church of the Sun as well. I really wanted to try the Star Warlock, but yeah, we need a healer. I did the math prior to getting here, and it's just like it does work out to about you get it for a number of rounds more or less equal to your level -1.
Mm. Oh, so you
Before
had
it
3
knocks you
rounds, and it was just a little too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like at first level, you can really only use it for 1 round, and then it's an automatic knockout because like there's no way you can. I mean, with a lot of luck, yeah, maybe you'll stay up, but it typically, statistically speaking, you get about 1. Your level -1.
Awesome. So, I suppose we should go around to everybody, say who we are, where we can find you, and your favorite moment from the episode. And let's go in reverse order from what we started with. So we're gonna start with Spartacus.
My favorite moment was almost certainly when the captain melted. My headcanon is that the captain saw some zombies. Bearing in mind that what Johnny did was try and play pool with it, walk away, close the door. Not really a problem. Goes and sees the captain, and the captain has seen zombies and just melted.
It melted my face off.
That's my favorite moment.
He's like, what happened to you guys?
Yeah. We'll go through all my stuff at the end.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Excellent. So next on our overlays, Ish, Sassy with Sander.
Yeah, so my favorite part about tonight's was definitely I found their weakness. It's doors. Over the call. Just love it. But anyways, I am Sassy with Sander everywhere. You can find me on YouTube now. I have 2 videos up, and hopefully there will be more coming. We can't run into a little bit of difficulty this week, but check me out there. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be around, guys.
Awesome. So next we got our dear Melty Captain.
Melty Captain. My favorite part, I did like going Nova a whole lot. Mostly because it sort of brought the group together in terms of making decisions, because I feel like the power structure is like gonna fall to me a lot, so seeing that happen was cool. Even cooler though, I really liked seeing Ish sort of grow into herself and break through her fear. That was really nice. I'm Marcy. You can find me on the Phantom Roll booth, and I GM for the Owl of Lycia on Monty Cook Games. On Saturdays I do Gold Heart Group. I'm on 2 Encounter Roleplay streams this season. And one of those is going to be tomorrow. I guess technically tomorrow, my time, but it's going to be Saturday night for Grant Ellis's homebrew mashup for Unrestful Hearts. And that's me.
Awesome. Definitely check that out. And Spidey.
Hello. This was a lot of fun. I love this series. I can't wait to keep playing it. Highlight for me was also the captain going supernova and just like nearly dying and none of us knowing what to do about it.
Anybody got heals?
No? No?
Oh.
No, I'm not a spellcaster. No? It's just the bard. Just the bard could have healing, but doesn't. No, okay.
I deliberately chose spells that Johnny might not have known he had. So he's got things like cheat and featherfall and stuff that just seems lucky, not anything useful.
Right. It's just pure instinct every time he uses.
So like Featherfall seems like it'd be really useful, because imagine being like jettisoned into space and being unable to stop yourself because there's no terminal velocity, and Featherfall can introduce that terminal velocity and slow you down. That's actually really cool.
Featherfall and zero gravity confuses me.
Also,
still.
for when you're planet side, could be very helpful.
That's true.
Yeah. Or if you're like falling through the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but Johnny was a level 5 character. I never gave him any spells. I don't think I picked a background.
At level 5, he didn't have that either?
No, he didn't have any spells, no background. I didn't give him anything.
For an entire campaign?
And he seemed, well, for a couple of one-shots at least, 2 or 3. And he seemed OP as well. He seemed OP. This is the thing, he seemed OP.
I'm dying again.
God. Scrat, please.
Killing me, Scrat.
Sorry.
He's got spells now. But where can we find you online, Speedy?
You can find me everywhere as Not So Speedruns on Twitch and Twitter. You can also find me on Encounter Roleplay on Friday nights at 8 p.m. We're playing in Zweihander Blackhearts, where we had our first session yesterday. I'm playing as a barber surgeon who is very dark. He's very, very dark as a person. He lets a lot of blood. He had a real bad backstory. Everything is fine. We're all gonna die. But yeah, definitely check that out as well. I'm also a community manager for a community called Cast Together. It's a group of streamers who support mental health and do charity streams for mental illness charities and stuff like that. And it's just really supportive community to be a part of. If you're interested in that, check out our Twitter at Cast Together, and you can join our Discord through the link there as well. That's it for me. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And I'm Lindy. My favorite moment was Johnny trying to play pool with the zombies and them just not getting it because they got really bad intelligence, or the husks, which are unique to dark matter. I basically was looking through the monster appendix and was like, these seem like a really cool thing to introduce. And y'all can get some more dark matter lore. So they're basically space mummy zombie things. They're really interesting. And that was a lot of fun. I loved how he was like, yeah, let's play pool. And they're just like, bleh. But you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on the Twitches and the Twitters, all the social medias, where I play and DM about a dozen tabletop RPGs. It's a lot of fun. I'm a very busy lady, but definitely check out my channel for Mists of Ravenloft, where I take all the 1st and 2nd edition Ravenloft modules and convert them up to 5th edition, and my players are running through there, and it's very gothic horror, and they're all terrified. It's great. So that's my main thing right now. Oh, and on Monday afternoon, you guys should, I think it's 5 to 8 Eastern, on Tales from the Grim, where I'm going to be playing in Marvel Superheroes one-shot for Jonathan Fry's birthday, but it's going to be also a charity game where we're raising funds for MS to put into research for curing that. So definitely come show up, donate to charity, hang out, have a good time, and I'm gonna be Kitty Pride. So I'm gonna through walls and stuff. It'll be cool. Check it out. And then back to scrap.
Yes, indeed. Lindy has found my weakness, a monster that I cannot turn to my side. You stumped me. I didn't know what to do as a player. I felt so small. I jest. Well, everyone, this is the channel. If you've enjoyed yourself here today, go and check out our social links. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Discord, come and be part of the community. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. We have 5 viewer games at the moment, and they're all a ton of fun. Also check out our Patreon. Our Patreon has consistently been above $500 now this week. Thank you very much. You guys, we really appreciate the support. You literally enable us to do this. We do this full time. We don't have any other jobs or anything to go to. This is what we do, and you make that possible. So we're continuing to be dedicated to creating this lovely safe space for newbies to come and have a go at games. So thank you. What else do we have? We also have merchandise. You can go and check out our You can go and catch our merchandise over on Redbubble. Sorry, it took me a couple of goes to spell it right. You can go and look at that there. It's a wonderful crest that you can put on a clock, put on your chest, put anywhere really. We also have sponsors. One of our sponsors created this game, Mage Hand Press. You saw Twitter of Vecna in chat earlier. So go and check them out. If you like the look of this game, go and have a look at the Dark Matter Alpha. It's a wonderful piece of material that they've developed over there. We are sponsored by Bird and the Storm Publishing. Bird and the Storm Publishing is a publishing company that write content for D&D and other TTRPGs, and you should check them out as well. The majority of their proceeds, any spare proceeds they have, goes to charity. So worth checking out and supporting. We also have panels. Go and check out the panels. We've got Rasavad.com, we've got TabletopLoot.com, we've got Ruink.com, all of which have discount codes to go and get 10 to 15% discount if you want dice, accessories, or maps and cartography. And we also have a panel for our artist down there, Ambly, who does all of our posters and the overlays, or most of the posters and all of the overlays. So go and check her out as well. Give them all some support, pop them a follow. They deserve it. Thank you everyone for a wonderful game today. I had a ton of fun. today we are going to go and pay a raid. We're going to go and say hello to our friends over at We Are Nerdsmith. We Are Nerdsmith. They're another. I appeared on their show earlier this week. They're another group that are dedicated to giving people a safe space to come and play games and things. So let's go and check them out. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you next week. See you later.